But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
And we're off. Good morning. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show.
Hi.
I think we get right into this and start with a little home invasion story.
Well,
I love this story. I'm not a fan of the gun for the most part.
no.
But these stories come out and then they prove Anthony's point that we all should be armed.
Well, we should all be safe and know what we're doing. But yes, we should all be armed. Somebody get a little surprise?
A 70-year-old woman.
Yeah.
70-year-old woman. It's a fine little story.
Love it.
No warm-up today.
Why the hell was this old bag doing home invasions? Oh, perhaps I misunderstood.
So you flipped that a little bit.
That's what I do now.
Here's the story. We'll get into it.
A 70-year-old woman in South Bend, Indiana, was sitting at home when a burglar started breaking into her house. The intruder smashed the kitchen window and tried to climb inside, but Sandra Hochstetler had other plans. Listen.
No, there's somebody trying to get in my house. I'll have to shoot him if he comes in.
That is just horrifying.
There's somebody trying to get in my house. I'll have to shoot him.
That's just horrifying, though, to hear the old bag on the phone with 911.
I'm not a strong advocate of calling 911 while it's happening. A little too distracted. You should be taking up a position and pointing your gun at where the problem is.
Mm-hmm.
And then identifying your target. If indeed it does seem to be a life-threatening situation, you do what you got to do.
Maybe she had time to hit the phone for a minute.
Yeah, one of those things like, hey,
as he's
listen
working
in.
the window.
It's another thing I don't like is the fact that there's a record of what transpired on tape. That, to me, is something that cannot do you well.
In a court of law.
And I mean, even if it's totally justified, the prosecution, if you are, indicted on it or the family put some kind of civil suit against you, that will come into play, and they will try to twist it around using that. So the less pesky things like evidence you could have hanging around.
So if you hear noise,
take care of business.
Get a position in the house and just fire away at noise.
No.
Just fire away at noise, right?
Never. Always know your target and what's behind your target. You have to know that. But the bottom line there is you're in a bad situation. Don't be taking time up that could cost you your life by distracting yourself with other things. Protect yourself, defend yourself. Then, call the authorities to mop up.
All right, let's take a listen to this. Call the mop-up crew. Mm-hmm. Call the wolf.
A 70-year-old woman in South Bend, Indiana, was sitting at home when a burglar started breaking into her house. The intruder smashed the kitchen window and tried to climb inside, but Sandra Hochstetler had other plans. Listen.
No, there's somebody trying to get in my house. I'll have to shoot him if he comes in. I've got this poor man. He's scared to death. If he moves, I will have to kill him. And I don't want to have to kill anybody. But I will.
Oh, wow.
So wait, the guy was there?
I think she already had the guy. And then with one hand was able to...
Gotcha.
This woman knows how to work a gun and a phone at the same time. Multitasking, this old broad.
Listen to her, though. This poor man.
Right.
I have him here. This poor man.
Yeah.
God only knows what he would have done to you if you weren't armed.
I think you got to shoot.
Poor man.
Because you don't want to wonder, like, down the road if that person is out and about again.
Yeah.
And angry at you because you were the one that was, responsible for his jailing.
Well, perhaps she felt she had control of the situation. Deadly force wasn't needed.
That's why I can't have a gun.
She, called up the authorities. I'll give her that then.
That's why you do have to be a responsible gun owner, and that's why I can never have a gun, because if I'm going to have one, I certainly would use it.
Just shoot through doors?
Well...
Are you a shoot through a door guy? Hello?
No.
Blam. Shoot through. Many UPS guys just dropping in front of Opie's place.
I would have to shoot, though. Guys in my house, I got the gun, I'm shooting. At least shooting at his legs.
I think you got to
Is it easy to shoot his legs?
You're never supposed to just try to shoot out legs. That's the thing.
Why? I just want
Center
to
mass.
make a point.
Center
Well,
mass.
I don't know if I want to shoot to kill, but I would definitely shoot.
You got to shoot to kill. If you're shooting,
Shoot to kill.
you shoot to kill.
All right.
But the thing is, she seemed to have this situation at hand. You got to get your book of cool things to say to, maybe get control of the situation.
I'll just rent some Clint Eastwood movies.
Yeah, rent Clint Eastwood movies.
Don't go with the obvious ones.
Die Hard, things
Hard
like
could be
that.
good.
And just come out with a line and see if they stop. And lay down on the floor for you to call the authorities.
Should everyone have that line?
Yeah, have the line.
Do you have one?
I don't have one yet, but now I'm going to have to get one.
Well, I think the listeners could help you with your line. What do we call it?
I don't think we could say it on the air, though.
Well, obviously. Let's make believe you're not one of those.
Oh. I meant to curse.
877-212-0-and-A. Maybe we could come up with, what is it called, though? Your catchphrase before you shoot?
Yes,
Could be a nice little phone bit for everybody today. Anthony needs a catchphrase before he shoots.
Just before you shoot. It's the last-ditch effort line before you have to shoot.
Yeah.
That might get this guy to lay down, to throw down his weapon, to just kind of sit still and while you hold a gun on him until the police show up.
Right.
That's the line.
All right. Here's the second part of the story.
I know. A police officer friend does have a good one for the taser.
Yeah, what is it?
It's when the red dot goes on the person. It's get on the ground. You're 3 seconds away from becoming a YouTube video.
Oh, that's beautiful. I don't think the listener's going to beat that.
And they do get on the ground.
Of course they do. Of course.
So then he came, next thing we heard was a huge crash, and he crashed through a double-hung window, and it all came flying into the house.
Obviously, after the incident, the news got a hold of her, and this is her just retelling the story.
My.
And it all came flying into the house, so I had to confront him in the kitchen.
Yep, and we heard what you said. And how did you do that? You put the gun up and you told him?
Yes, I told him to stop, and I told him to get down.
Would you have shot him?
Well, yes, I'm afraid so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she's admitting it, though. Most of you gun owners won't admit to any news authority that you would have actually shot.
Well,
no, I'm a responsible gun owner. I had the situation under control.
I guess he was, saying if hypothetically the guy had continued his attack on her, then yeah, you got to do what you got to do to protect yourself.
Let's say hi to Don the trucker. Don?
Good morning, gentlemen.
How are you, Don? What are you hauling? We like starting with that.
Ooh.
Domino's Sugar.
Domino's Sugar today.
Sweet load.
Yeah. Well, here's my line. Sounds like there's one less hat remover on the streets today.
Oh, well, we have no idea. He's a hat remover.
Right.
Oh,
Hat remover.
I thought he said cat remover. I'm like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
That would be silly for an old bag to wear a cat on her head. I said hat. What an idiot.
Why would she wear a hat?
Why would she? You leave with a nice warm cat on your head.
Let's say hi to Jack in Boston. Jack.
Anthony,
Hey.
I'm 100% on your side, brother. Hey, a gun in the hand's better than a cop on the phone.
Yeah. Well, it takes a little while for them to get there. So,
You got to do what you got to do.
What about bear traps around all the windows?
all right. That's good for when maybe a teen is coming home from a late night and doesn't want to come in through the door.
Is that what you got going on in your house?
No, I'm just talking about some father that might.
Yeah. I'm talking before you get the kids and all that. You want to live in the suburbs. How about just bear traps around all windows?
I'll tell you one thing. If you have an alarm system in your house, you do have that option to hit the silent. Notifies your central monitoring without all the hoops and woots and whistles.
Right.
And that would be a good thing to do. right when you're ready for readying yourself for action and protection.
Sure.
Do that, then the cops get sent on their way. No pesky 911 operator on the phone, and you got plenty of time and resources to protect yourself.
Let's say hi to Rich in the Bronx. Rich.
How you doing? I'm a phone guy in the South Bronx, and I just happen to look like a cop. I'd be telling him, lay on the ground, or I'm going to lay you on the ground. Then I guess I'd proceed to go through his pockets, rob him, tie him up, and stick him outside the door.
Rob the guy.
We're looking
for a good victim.
We're looking for a catchphrase for Anthony just before he possibly will shoot the guy. Kind of like, you got to...
before I lay you on
This is the line not before you shoot him.
Right.
It's not the line before you shoot him. It's the line to keep from having to shoot him.
Right.
The line that makes him lay down and stop what he's doing.
But it also could be the line before you shoot if they're not listening to you after that.
Hey, what's up? I just want to be a friend. Let's play Twister. Lay down.
All right. Let me go to Chris in Jersey. Chris. The guy's trying to work his lay-down line. It's not working.
Little Jimmy this Saturday in the Borgata. I can't wait to see you, little Jimmy.
No, actually, the big thing is Sunday. Tickets still available for the Sunday show.
Who cares about Saturday? Those shows are bust already.
Yeah, those are the practice shows. The big show is Sunday. Don't you know that by now? Go ahead, Chris.
I'm sorry. Yeah, basically, I realize this thing is about Anthony, but if Opie had a gun and he said, good luck, bro, I'm sure all criminals would get right to the ground.
Good luck, bro.
See, now I need a gun just so I could use the good luck, bro.
Good luck, bro.
I like that.
It's a little vague. It's a little vague, but,
well,
it might work.
It might work, sure. Let's say hi to Keith in Maryland. Keith.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Good morning, Keith.
Hey, Anthony, you could say, hey, buddy, you picked the wrong house on the right day.
Oof, a little hacky, I'm thinking.
Yeah,
a little hacky.
It's a little wordy.
How about this? Do you know who I am? You see my name on my hood?
All right. It might be too early to do a little audience participation here.
The best one I heard was in Vice Squad. It was a black female cop, and it was so over the top, but she had some criminal pegged, and she said, blink your eyes, mother effer, and you die in the dark. And I thought that was
there you go.
That's what a great thing to say to somebody.
No Bones in PA writes, Ant's line would probably be, all right. Let's say hi to Tim in Wisconsin. Tim?
Yeah, you there?
Yeah, go ahead, Tim.
Anthony got, what was it there? I think it was Mel Gibson in Lethal Weapon tells the guy, you effed up now, Hamlet. You kind of verbally tell him that he made a mistake before that muzzle flash drives the point home.
So basically you realized that your line stunk as you were saying it, and at the end you went, you have to just kind of warn him, man.
Yeah.
Boo.
Hugh Junit says he used to be a police officer. The line we were taught. Can we hang up on that guy?
He is the worst, isn't he?
Oh, God. It was horrid. Line we were taught was, any move you make will be considered a threat and you will die. Do you understand? Yes. That's a good one.
Let's go to Bill. Bill.
Hello, Bill.
Hey, boys.
Good morning, Bill.
How you doing?
Hi, Bill.
Hi, Bill. We're in the middle of trying to rock the radio show here. Let's go.
Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon. Leave it longer.
Mr. Falcon. That's awful.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. Trying to figure out Ant's catchphrase just before he might shoot an intruder in a home invasion. The catchphrase might get the job done where the guy freezes, does nothing, but it might not do anything anyway. If he's on the crystal meth or something, he's not going to listen to anything you say. Still get your line in and you shoot.
How about make my day, Joe?
All right, if you want to add to this, 877-212-018. We have a lot to do, man. I love the plane crash guy story today.
Oh yeah, he's a brilliant idiot.
Yeah,
a brilliant plan executed like an idiot.
It fell just short.
Oh.
The Eddie Curry for the Knicks. Wow. Wait till you hear this one.
That's a surprise.
Wait till you hear this one. You got a 107-year-old looking for a husband. You got Bush's last press conference. He finally let loose yesterday. Like, we finally, after 8 years, got to see the real guy yesterday as he's leaving. His last press conference, and he pretty much was loose admitting a lot of things.
Certainly was.
I think Stump Brain said he was close to looking like he was in a confessional or something, confessing his sins of his presidency or something. We got some highlights from that as well. Stay there, Opie and Anthony. Pearl Jam.
I had a slight change of heart for Pearl Jam.
I love Pearl Jam.
You've hated Pearl Jam for years.
You got to go deep with Pearl Jam.
It wasn't
blow
even
off
their
the
song.
hits and just go a little deeper.
No, I just like their hits.
I was
Really?
Well,
Really?
I was Googling a Ramones song called I Believe in Miracles. I'm not a huge Ramones fan, but I love that song. And I came upon an Eddie Vedder cover. It was Pearl Jam. And he annoyed me for a second because he was talking like in Portuguese because there was a Brazilian audience. But then he belted out this version of I Believe in Miracles. And I was like, God damn, I like it.
Yeah?
I want to get it from my iPod. Yeah, it was like great.
Wow.
I was like, all right, I gave Eddie Vedder kind of a beating for a long time, but,
Certainly have.
maybe I was incorrect.
He's a talented guy.
Yeah.
Still doing it all these years later. Not really needing the record companies or anything.
Yeah.
Kind of doing the Grateful Dead thing, kind of like touring and getting really close with his fans. Never went away, right, Travis? Travis knows a little bit about Pearl Jam.
Travis knows a little bit about everything.
Pearl Necklace he knows a lot about.
Jack Bauer, 24.
That the song you're thinking of, Jim?
Yes.
It's off of Lost Dogs.
Oh, is that one? Okay.
Wow, look at that. He knew the answer and everything.
Yeah, it's a Rarities CD. Pearl Jam does awesome covers. Like, they pick and choose the covers that they do, and
Sure.
they're all great. Their cover of the Who's Bob O'Reilly is probably my favorite cover.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
Definitely.
And a lot of people think Pearl Jam went away, but they never went away. They sell out wherever they go.
They still
They
sell
don't really
out
need
2 or
record
3 nights at
companies
the Garden
anymore.
in a row, yeah.
They kind of put out their own stuff now, right? They encourage the fans to tape all the shows.
Yeah.
Sort of like a Grateful Dead thing.
Everything's
like I said.
released live.
Yeah.
It's 20-year anniversary next year.
God, 20 years. 877-212-018. Thanks, Travis. What are you having, a girl?
Yes.
I get updates on message boards. What? Why would you bring it to the actual radio show, you dummy?
I was going to tell you all today. An email is so impersonal. And,
I saw it on Facebook already.
Yeah.
You put it on Facebook, and then, everything's so impersonal these days.
What does she do?
End of June.
Oh, that's cool, man.
June 29th.
What are you going to call her?
We don't know yet. We have
That's
a
an odd
list
name.
of names. No.
Oh,
It's not going to be that.
I thought, gee, that would have been silly.
That would be awkward in school.
Yeah, we'll figure
We
it
don't know yet.
We don't know yet. We don't know yet.
Give her some kind of like a French-sounding name, like call her 24, but CWENTI-FOR. It will sound kind of like
You're not still watching that 24, are
Jackie
you?
Bauer.
yeah.
I would love that. Yes,
That
of
would be
course I'm
nice.
still watching.
Why would you? It was fun for the first year or two.
Jacqueline Bauer.
I may have suggested that, and someone may have looked at me like I was crazy.
Why are you still watching 24?
Because it's great.
It's impossible for all that stuff to happen in 24 hours.
It's television. it's not a reality show. It was fantastic last night.
Yeah. Was it good? I hear the new season's supposed to be pretty good.
I hope
getting
it
good
is.
reviews.
I hope it is, because last season was a disappointment.
Yeah.
But, yeah, they seem to, they had 2 years to, think about it, because it wasn't on last year. But, yeah, last year was...
They just took a year off.
Yeah, well, they had
Was he
filmed...
in jail or something?
No.
He does tend to get a little drunk and throw himself into Christmas trees. You've seen that clip.
Burn his own action figure.
Yes, burn his own
They
action
actually-
figure prototype.
They actually take 364 days off.
Oh, is that what they do?
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, they only work one day a year. This clown.
nice.
It's a hell of a day, though. I would love that gig.
Very busy day.
One day, imagine one day a year, all hell breaks loose, and then you rest the rest of the year.
And then you're done.
Done for a while.
Yeah.
I saw the announcement there on Facebook, and of course, I'm very new to Facebook.
You're all about Facebook.
I had to get. First of all, my sister gets me, and she's like, "Where's your Facebook?" I go, "I don't have one." I go, "I had enough with MySpace." She goes, "MySpace?
That's so.
What are you doing?
2006.
That's like useless.
Yeah.
No one uses that anymore." Well, all right. I go, okay. And then I realized I had to sign onto it and get an account and do that, because I then had to write letters to the 15 other Anthony Cumias that were being imposters of me.
And say, beat it, stupid.
Yeah, and say, there's a new sheriff in town.
And it was
Maybe that's the one I could use. Hey, maybe that's the line.
Yeah, your catchphrase before you shoot.
There's a new sheriff in town.
I've never hung up on more people in my life, by the way. They were just horrible.
Yeah, they're horrible.
With the audience participation today.
Yeah, they're not quite getting it.
So you got the Facebook. That's
I like
cool.
you effed with the wrong bull. That's a good one.
That's great. That's American History X.
Yeah, that's a
with the
good
wrong
one.
bull.
Yeah. You F with the wrong bull. Yeah.
It's easy to say when you have a Nazi tattoo. When you're built like me, the guy would be like, "What?" and just knock my teeth out.
Yeah, I don't know how Edward Norton did that. Like, you look at him in Fight Club, and he's a little stringy nothing. And then he totally buffed up, got the Nazi tattoo, and then the next movie, he's a string bean again.
Back to soft.
Steroids.
Hey, you got to think these guys would, dip into the steroids to get their Hollywood bodies.
Nah.
You got to think they're doing that.
I think they just,
You can't.
there's
We don't
certain
know,
actors-
but
I think there's certain actors that just so get into the role. He seems like one of those guys that would immerse himself into a role.
yeah.
Well, he picks and chooses very carefully.
Yeah, well, a couple of movies.
Who's the new James Bond?
Oh, yeah.
Daniel Craig,
Daniel
whatever.
Craig.
Yeah, they had a picture of him like getting out of the ocean. Like it was one of the sites that I don't know which one, so I can't give credit. But they're just making fun of him. Like, oh look, he's got a big like beer belly and stuff.
Oh, does he?
He's all pouchy and stuff.
He takes off. What are you going to stay in that kind of shape when you don't have to?
And the headline was pretty funny. I forgot what they wrote, but it made me chuckle.
Another Bond movie comes around, you get back into shape.
And
What
then
are you
Then
doing?
you hit the gym again, and
Yeah. Knock yourself back in shape.
maybe I should watch this 24 because
What's the matter with you?
I'm trying to find new TV shows. I really am. And I just go around and around and around. I really believe TV is just dead. Maybe I'm late to the party as far as saying that, but I can't find anything to watch.
Movies and like History, Science Channel, Discovery, things like that.
Lost.
That's about it. And of course, Lost.
Well, we had the host of Cities of the Underworld on yesterday. I watched that. It's a good show, but I'm trying to look for maybe shows like 24 or Lost. I never watched Lost, so I'm out as far as that goes.
I'd be happy to give you the first 4 hours of this season on DVD.
Yeah.
Well,
And you can jump right in. And then we can talk. We can have a Tuesday talk about 24.
No, that ain't happening.
Why?
24 talk.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That ain't happening.
Why? We always have our discussions about Lost, and now I can
Well.
have discussions about 24 with Opie.
No. No.
No? All right.
Coke Logic's like, Lost starts in 8 days. I hope you're caught up. I haven't watched one.
I hope you're caught up.
I haven't watched one episode of Lost. Everyone's trying to turn me on to Lost, and I just didn't go there. I'm stupid.
You'd have to sequester yourself in a room with every season on DVD for a good 2 weeks and just constantly be changing DVDs and watching it to even have an inkling of what's going on.
Yeah.
It's easy, though, once you get into it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And once you get
definitely
6 episodes into the first season, you just
hooked.
Yeah.
I watched, I DVR 30 Rock, a show that I'm sure they're going to cancel now that it won all the Golden Globes. Tracy Morgan is just not even acting anymore. He's just being himself. They're like, just roll the camera. He's going to do something stupid.
Yeah, just
he was dry humping his wife last night on 30 Rock. I don't know if it's an older episode. I'm not sure. That's the latest one.
Yeah.
So you watched 30 Rock?
Of course, yeah.
Oh yeah, and he did the remake of Benny Hill. So they had a quick 10 seconds of Tracy Morgan as Benny Hill running around with the busty nurses and going behind a rock and coming back out and
fast motion.
That 30 Rock, man. God, it's the funniest show on TV, and it's going to go away, unfortunately. It doesn't do well in the ratings. It won everything, but it's going to go away.
It's good to go away.
They won't. No, I agree with Travis. Sometimes they will actually keep a show that really is critically acclaimed. It's won too much. Networks have this weird pride thing too. Like HBO had it. Like a show that is higher in the ratings would go before a critically acclaimed show would go.
There's Homicide.
I hope you're right.
Did you ever watch Homicide? Life on the Street? Yeah, like that got no ratings.
Yeah,
but it was so good that they never
kept it.
And especially since there's nothing to replace anything with right now.
Yeah.
They don't want to pour money into producing new shows. So it's just crap out there. So this at least has a buzz.
You know who doesn't get credit? Alec Baldwin could be the funniest guy in, I can't say ever, but in many, many years to be on TV. He is so much fun to watch, this guy.
Yeah.
He's so dry, so funny, a great actor.
Yeah, he's always been funny, though. Like,
I know that, but he doesn't really get that.
SNL, he had some great.
He doesn't get that critical acclaim like others do, though. I know he's really famous and all that, but he is so effing funny.
That phone call was a scream.
To know that's the same guy, that's what makes it even better.
You know, it's got me, and it got me last night. I was going to sleep, so I throw on, of course, a movie I've seen 1,000 times, rolling around the channels, and I have it on DVD and everything. Gladiator, great movie. I don't have to pay attention. I could go to sleep. Why in God's name? I can understand if it's on TBS or some other just regular channel, but it was on HBO. It was on one of the HBOs with the bars on the side.
Right.
So it's regular TV sized.
Right.
And it's like, why in this day and age when most people who have cable at least have a widescreen television?
Yeah.
They have a television made for widescreen movies.
When you go over someone's house and you see the old school TV, it looks foreign to you now, right?
It's dumb.
Yeah, and it's not a money thing. Everyone's got the letterbox or whatever you want to call it.
At this point, let them watch it letterboxed on their square television and show everything widescreen. How do you show an award-winning Best Picture, Best Actor movie like Gladiator? Ridley Scott, for God's sake, and not show it widescreen.
It was one of the HD channels?
No, I'm not even saying it's an HD channel. It wasn't on an HD channel. I looked. It was on HBO, which is a cable outlet, but show it at widescreen. Show the goddamn thing widescreen.
You make a great point, man.
Why should people with widescreen and cable watching a movie like that have to watch it with the black bars on the side instead of somebody with an old-fashioned television watch it in letterbox? They used to just letterbox it. Remember that?
Yeah.
And it would be annoying because you're like, I'm not seeing all the screen.
Yeah.
Top and bottom of my screen is black, and I can't. Let the people with that regular TVs watch it that way, and let me watch it in the glory it is supposed to be shown.
I agree with you, man.
Even when they letterbox them now, there's still like a black bar on the bottom and the top. It's like my TV is shaped like a rectangle. Why isn't the letterbox just taking up the whole TV?
Oh, well, because some movies are made a lot wider screen than your TV dimensions.
Yeah, the aspect
Your TV
ratio,
is 16:9, and some of the movies go ridiculous widescreen. So there's going to be a border at the top and bottom. I don't mind the border at the top and the bottom.
Right.
I mind a square picture, whatever that is, 2:3, sitting there in the middle of my widescreen television. And I don't want to put it on stretch because that's silly. Everyone's arm gets fat when they go over the side. They got Popeye arms.
Let's speed up the technology. Let's go.
Come on. There's
Let's
no
go.
reason.
Life is flying by here.
Any cable outlets like HBO, Showtime, Cinemax, any of those should be showing any movies unless they're in the widescreen format.
You know, I was reading an article on 3D technology, and they're ready to go all in Hollywood. Like, they figured out this 3D thing where they want to make it in all movies,
really?
Not just animations. And we're at a kind of a critical time because the amount of money that it would take to change these theaters over so you can watch this stuff might kill the technology before it could even be used. And there's a lot of like Cameron, James Cameron, Titanic guy. Yeah, him and a bunch of the other heavyweights are all behind this. But they're like, the movie theaters themselves might kill this technology, and they said it would be a complete shame.
Wait, 3D?
3D, man.
Huh?
He's in every movie.
Yeah.
That James Cameron makes. I don't know. He's got nude pictures of him or something.
Who knows?
Finger of God.
But it's the technology. It's like, let's go with the technology. We want to see new cool stuff. Let's go.
3D thing would be good with certain movies. Other ones, though, just distracting.
No, I have to find the article again. I didn't even think we were talking about this today, but it was more than just a distraction because it was a cool thing just to do. But now they're using it in such a way where it will certainly enhance your movie viewing experience. Yeah.
It's like Honey, I Shrunk the Audience.
No.
No.
What movie
It's
was
like
it?
Captain EO.
What was the movie we went and saw? Was it Superman where everything was floating in front of you as you're trying to enjoy the movie?
Friday the 13th 3. I saw in 3D.
Yeah.
3D. Jaws 3D.
All of a sudden you're reaching out for stuff. That's a distraction. They're saying this is a much different.
More like you're immersed in the movie. Maybe
Yes,
a little
yes.
More. Yeah.
They'll eventually have it where, like, the screens are surrounding you and it's passing behind you, you know, in 25 years.
Oh, really?
So you're kind of there.
I hope so. We're pretty much watching it's the same crap from 25 years ago. You go to a movie, you don't know if it's 2009 or somewhere in the 80s.
DreamWorks has a new 3D technology, but they say it'll cost an extra $5 per ticket.
Right.
And they just want to put a surcharge on it, and that's one of the ways they're looking at making the theaters profitable.
Yeah.
But it adds another $15 million plus to a movie to do 3D, and that's just animated.
Wow. So, all right. Hey, in other things, we got Bush's last news conference. Anyone take a look at that?
Wow.
I watched it at the gym, and I told Stumpbrain before the show, I'm like, this is why I hate politics. You finally get to see the real guy as he's leaving office. That was a
lunatic.
That was a completely different guy than the last 8 years.
He was fessing up to things,
but he was just being a human being and talking and just kind of he was loose. You know what I mean?
Yeah, with his last few days, he's going to have the highest approval rating he's ever had.
I'm sure.
Just because he was kind of being honest or,
What's wrong with being honest? What's wrong with just being like yourself up there when you're doing these news conferences?
Yeah, because then the other party jumps on it and says, see, do you want a man that's made this many mistakes?
That's too bad.
The last guy
it was very refreshing. I'm not a Bush guy, but it was very refreshing to see the guy just, kind of speaking his mind as he's leaving office.
The last guy who was truly honest in politics was, I want to say, who ran with Geraldine Ferraro? It wasn't Moynihan, it was Mondale. And he said, yes, I will have to raise taxes. And he lost 49-1
I know.
in states.
Well, I'm not going to raise your taxes.
Let's say hi to 13-year-old JC. He might be 14, but we don't want to know. He's going to be 13 forever. What's up, JC?
13 in April, boys.
Yeah.
4 months, baby.
All right.
A friend of mine is a CEO of a company, and they're working with...
I love this kid.
Wait, what?
JC rules.
How was a friend of yours a CEO of a company?
No, a friend of mine's
Lemonade
parents.
stand?
My bad. I'm tired. Leave me alone.
Oh, Jimmy.
The Lemonade Stand Inc. is exactly where I was going with that.
So your friend's father...
Stock right next to Windows.
Yeah, your friend's father's a CEO.
No, yeah, my friend's father. I'm bad.
All right. God, you're a rich, privileged kid. I hate you in a way.
I'm not.
I think I wanted to be you when I was growing up, but instead I was poor.
Okay.
And not loved by my
He's like,
mommy.
okay, shut up.
All right, go ahead,
I'm
Jason.
busy here.
Playing the world's smallest violin for you, Opie.
You little effer.
Anyways, thank you. Once again, I give so much to the show, and you still just call me an effer and an ass.
He's so right.
Yeah, you're right. What can I tell you?
First off, the bit that Kosher Dave did was amazing. Anyways.
Wait, which bit? Are you being sarcastic? Because he sucked on our show yesterday.
It was so funny. My dad and I had to pull over on the road. We were laughing, so.
Well, when we put the liquid A on him?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, well, we ruined that because we had Dave on yesterday for a half hour. It's probably the worst radio we've done in 2 months. Thanks, David.
Wonderful. You screwed up the show, David.
Yeah. All right, go ahead,
Thank
JC.
you. Okay, they make these TVs that it's the way you perceive it. It's actually 3D most of the movie, and they're working on getting one of these into the Super Bowl stadium maybe for next year, I think.
Yeah, it's a technology where you don't have to wear the dumb, stupid paper glasses and stuff.
Yeah, they make you look like a Martian. It's like red and blue and.
Yeah.
Yeah, or they put polarizing lenses on either eye, and
no, it's
they do it like
completely
Disney.
different than all that. They're advancing this technology. I don't have time to read all this.
Well, I think that's the article you were mentioning.
Was it in the New York Times?
Yes, it was.
See?
You sure it wasn't a placemat?
I knew you were going to go there, but I remember this one. It was the New York Times. It was yesterday in the business section, my friends.
Best story, by the way, in the last 2 years is when you came in
and
you said, My girl pointed out that it was a placemat.
A placemat at a diner. And he had said, that's the story I read in the New York Times.
Couldn't.
It's perfect.
It's the best conclusion ever to a story.
No, I was reading the business section.
Opposite ends of the spectrum on, like, literature or, what am I trying to get, news?
Well,
it's just either the Wall Street Journal or a
placemat.
Something with right next to what you read was a little maze that you fill out with a crayon.
Those mazes are very easy. I got that knocked. All right, JC, thank you.
See you later, boys.
All right, JC.
Talk to you later, I
For the
guess.
people that need to know more, Hollywood finds headaches in its big bet on 3D. So it's a very different 3D technology than we all know. And I was going to say not love. I don't love it. The other thing in the business section of the Times yesterday, I'll tell you this much. You know the whole music downloading with iTunes?
Yes.
Some people are saying that they should be doing that with
movies.
No.
Prostitutes.
No. Any other guesses? Because it works so well for the music industry. It actually saved the music industry.
Yes, it did. Yeah.
They said something like a couple billion downloads alone last year at 99 cents a pop, making the music company some money when they thought they were dead in the water.
Yeah.
So somebody in this article said they should be doing it with blank as well to save this industry.
Scarves. What did you say?
Cars.
I said scarves. All right.
Oh, that sounded almost the same.
Yeah.
Is it something entertainment?
In a way, I guess.
Books?
Not books.
Oh.
Although they got that book thing figured out.
The Kindle?
Yeah.
The Kindle?
I'm getting that.
Cool.
Where you, like, it's the thing, you download the book and then you can flip it like this, like your iPhone, from page to page.
Yeah.
I'm getting one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of like that. The first ones that came out a couple years ago were way too big. It was almost like carrying a laptop around. But this thing is nice and small. You download your book, and you can actually feel like you're flipping pages.
I like that, too. I got one downloads books, and then it shows pictures of them and sound.
Yeah, I know.
You read the book that way.
You're not a big reader.
By watching it and listening to it.
It's weird you're not a big reader because you're very knowledgeable.
I read things like Popular Mechanics and NRA magazines.
Yeah.
And other periodicals more than novels.
Well, they're suggesting, the iTunes music download thing, they should do it with news.
News?
News.
Don't they? Oh, you mean on a paying basis?
Yes. And when I read that, and it scared me, because eventually you're not going to be able to do anything on the internet for free. You know that, right?
But the thing is, let's take a site like Drudge.
Right.
It gets a lot of hits on a daily basis. A lot of people get their news from Drudge.
Right.
Drudge makes money off of advertising.
Right. They're saying the advertising
a lot of hits
is not keeping up.
Really?
Yes. Because the New York Times and all these papers are trying to go online to try to get the advertising to keep them, in business. So someone's suggesting maybe you should be, downloading your news for a fee.
That's crazy.
Well, I don't think it's that crazy.
What would it be? I download a story at a time for 99 cents?
Look, dude, I only read the first two paragraphs.
Oh, okay.
You get everything you need in the first two paragraphs. The rest is just fluff. There might have been something cool later on in the article.
When, how?
Yeah, they give it all to you in the first two articles.
Yeah.
Yeah. First two paragraphs.
I don't see how that works.
Well, there was a time when, people would say, wait, I'm going to have to pay to download my music on the internet? You're crazy.
Yeah, the thing is,
guess what? You can't touch music without paying for it now online.
I'm still listening to songs that I downloaded years ago and paid for. You're not going to be like, hey, dude, let me check out this news story
I understand.
from a year and a half ago. It's not something that's keepable.
I understand, but
these perishable.
But these papers are bankrupt.
Yeah, it's their problem. They're going to have to figure something out.
In a couple of years, we're not going to have newspapers. We're not going to have newsstands, man.
No.
No way.
Be wearing Mylar clothes.
No, I'm serious.
Cars.
Newspapers are going to go away.
They're going bankrupt now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
New York Times, one of the biggest papers. I was reading a book last night, and they referenced, like, the New York Times from 1856 or something. Something like that. I'm like, wow, it's been around that long. And we're going to watch
I call it the good old days.
We're going to watch the death of these papers that have been around forever.
Yeah.
In our lifetime.
Yeah, but they do have an online presence, and
they're not happy with their online presence. Is what it comes down to.
They're
not
in a
making
transition period, and they're still spending too much money on the goddamn paper version when you really don't need the paper version of papers anymore.
Right.
You just pop on news sites. I'm on news sites every night, just trolling, and I don't need paper newspapers anymore. What do you need that for?
What's the cutoff, you think, of buying a newspaper these days?
What do you mean?
The 20-year-olds are not buying newspapers.
No.
They are? Travis, they're not. No. Well, you buy a paper because you're part of a radio show.
Stupid business.
You dummy. I'm talking about the average person walking around. If you're in your 20s, I don't think you're walking up to a newsstand and buying newspapers.
Something's got to go under your piddling dog, Dexter. Yeah, you're probably not getting all your info online.
What's the cutoff age, you think?
I would say 23.
People in their 30s still buying newspapers as they're going to work?
Yeah.
It's a ritual. You hold the paper out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But the new generation, as they come up, they look at us like, why are you buying a newspaper? That's stupid. Everything I need, I just get online.
Like, if you're a guy in the trades and you're on job sites, you're not there with a laptop, and you don't bring your computer to work with you.
Right.
So if you're sitting there with your cup of coffee during a break or lunch, you're grabbing a newspaper.
Yeah.
I don't know. There are a lot of other jobs where people sit in front of computers all day. They don't need newspapers. So it all depends. I don't think there's enough people, though, that really need newspapers.
But you understand what I'm saying?
Them.
Like, there's something. It's a sweeping change that's happening. The older demos definitely still buying newspapers, but as the younger generation gets older, they're pushing out the newspapers. You know what I'm saying?
Well, look at the porn magazine industry.
Oof.
Same thing. You know, you look at.
Why would you buy a porno in this day and age?
It's.
Why would you buy a porn magazine?
Why'd you buy Swank?
Or We.
When you could just go on instantly see hardcore pornography.
Well, they're saying the porn industry is getting killed for the first time in many years because,
people broke.
You just go online and you can, for the most part, for free.
You Google search with the filters off. You see whatever you want.
You'll get enough before,
You get enough to get you by.
There's still people paying for it, but their numbers are down.
Enough to have to wash your hands.
Because they're saying more and more people are just getting it for free. Because there's so many women just willing to give it away for free on the internet with the the cams and everything.
Yeah, again, based on advertising and not subscriptions and things like that.
Right. All right.
Enough good free samples.
Yeah, that's all you need.
That's good.
You know
USA
how to
Today is still around and Back to the Future.
Yeah, it sure is.
And that's 2015.
That's dumb.
That's not a real headline?
No, of course not. That's
Hoverboard rampage destroys courthouse.
Yes. Griff Tannen.
No.
Griff Tannen is the gang was jailed.
Not today. See, and here we go.
The courthouse.
Matt B. from California. I'm 22. I don't remember the last newspaper I bought.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's...
Maybe he's just an idiot.
Huh? No, these kids, they're online getting everything they need.
Today.
Everything.
Maybe he has a goldfish thing, and he bought it 8 seconds ago and doesn't remember it. And he's getting another one, and he goes, you know what? I don't remember what I just sent you.
I don't think they're buying magazines. I don't think they're buying newspapers. And I think these, I was distracted. It's Blackberries that are making papers obsolete.
Yeah, Blackberries. Has nothing to do with other,
All right, we'll take a quick break. Bush's last news conference, that's where we were at. We'll get right into this after the break. Opie and Anthony. Hey, good morning to everybody. Opie and Anthony. Hope you're doing well. It's going to be cold in New York the next 3 days, huh?
Yeah, I guess the whole Northeast is going to be pretty frigid. Apparently some cold weather's been over like Alaska for a long time. And now little pieces are kind of breaking off and making their way here. Although they were getting like 15, 20 degrees below zero. Ugh. They got to live in that crap. We're going to be in the low to mid double digits, 14 degrees, 12 degrees.
When people are bitching, the high's going to be 23 tomorrow. 26 Thursday, 20 Friday.
I heard.
And then it's slowly...
That's the high, though.
That's the high.
It's crazy.
That's That's easy. We could do that.
Cold.
That's easy.
Brr.
When I lived in Buffalo, we had a month straight of that type of weather.
That's
Single
Buffalo.
digits. Single digits for a month straight. No joke. It made you almost weep. It was so effing cold all the time.
Oh.
All right. We got Bush's last news conference. I was really enjoying it yesterday, and I don't really like politics, but it was kind of cool to see him being real for once, for the first time in 8 years.
He was trying in one speech to change his image, kind of change what people are going to think of him in the future, his legacy. He was just trying to recoup everything with an all-in.
Yeah.
I don't know if it worked. He came off sounding a little kooky.
You think?
Yeah, he came off sounding pretty kooky.
He was getting a lot off his chest.
Yeah, that's what it was. Whatever. I don't know if it was cathartic for him or if it was calculated.
I think he's trying to get it all out there because starting next week, all the cameras go off.
Yeah,
it's a lot harder to just get the press together and go, hey, I got something to say.
Then
Well,
he's the
good for you, but
and he doesn't even have a pain in the ass Budinsky wife that's going to keep him in the news like Hillary.
No, he's going to disappear, this guy. You're not going to hear from Bush for the most part for the next few years.
He said that. He said, starting Wednesday, I'm going away. I've had my time in the Kliegelites. I'm out of here.
He's going to be like Lyndon B. Johnson.
That's right.
All of a sudden, there's going to be a picture that shows up. He's going to have one of those long beards.
Ain't seen Johnson in a while. Where's he been?
Dead, yeah.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Lyndon Johnson's not dead.
You kidding?
Here's Bush. Let's get into it. Talks about his biggest mistake while in office.
I have often said that history will look back and determine that which could have been done better or, mistakes I made. Clearly, putting a mission accomplished on an aircraft carrier was a mistake. It sent the wrong message. We were trying to say something differently, but nevertheless, it conveyed a different message. Obviously, some of my rhetoric has been a mistake.
He's like, things I've said, things I've done, things I backed.
Yeah.
Mistake, mistake, mistake.
Why couldn't he come out and say, wow, I probably shouldn't have said that on the aircraft? Why couldn't he say that a year ago or something?
This is why his popularity has been in the crapper for so long, and even his staunch supporters started not supporting him because he wasn't calling himself and his staff out on things like this. And he would make these errors, and then instead of just fessing up and saying, yeah, that kind of was a bad move, we're going to move on from this, he would just not talk about it, cover it up, have his staff try to cover it up with more crap, and now he decides to get in front of that podium or behind it. In front of it would look silly. and just start getting it all off his chest.
Yeah. Let's say hi to Greg. Greg?
Hi.
Hi.
He's on his delusional tour. He hasn't said anything truthful. He really believes that everything that he's done was great. All I know is we can't wait for him to leave.
Well, not much longer, and then another.
Opie, I believe Opie is very intelligent, but he seems to only look right at the surface. You really think he was telling any truth there?
Dude, the thing is,
I don't know what it was, to be honest with you. I mean, I think I don't know. I don't know how to answer that, I guess.
It was one of two things. He was doing it to try to make himself feel better after all these years of just not telling the truth, or he was doing it to try to save his legacy in one move. That's how I saw it. It's one of the two things. You'll never know.
You think he was being dishonest? You think that he didn't believe what he was saying yesterday, Greg?
About what?
About all the mistakes he made.
Yeah, just for example, the first clip we played. Was he being honest there, or maybe saying what he thinks people want to hear?
Honestly, I don't believe that he believes that he made any mistakes. I think he's just saying what he thinks the public wants to hear at this point. And he wasn't wrong about the mission accomplished. He accomplished the mission of getting us into war with Iraq. That was the mission.
Yeah, but I don't think that's what the mission accomplished banner. The mission accomplished banner was the overthrowing of the Saddam regime. And when that happened, even though there were many insurgents and there was a long way to go and we're still there, that's the way they spun it, was mission was accomplished. He was out of power. The United States was running things. And I don't think they foresaw the length of time and the tenacity of these insurgents. That was a mistake. You shouldn't declare yourself a victor when you're still fighting.
In the interest of his family, mission accomplished.
Well,
he was taking care of he was taking care of his pops and went, oh wait, as far as the country goes, I guess we're just beginning this, but for me and my family, mission accomplished.
But I'm not saying,
is what we talk about around Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I'm not saying anything that they didn't say. This is how they spun it when they were criticized on that. They spun it exactly the way I just said it. So now he's saying it was a mistake. All right. How about having said that, a while ago? That might have helped.
I kind of like Greg's angle, though, that he's saying things that he thinks we want to hear.
Yeah.
I kind of like that, Greg.
I don't know if I...
Yeah, just to save face. In other words, hey, I wasn't so bad. Look, I mean, he said that, he inherited a recession, at the beginning of his presidency. Didn't we have a surplus? No. Clinton got us into a surplus, and we had the budget all.
Don't look at Clinton with rose-colored glasses, my friend. Don't look at Clinton with rose-colored glasses. It's easy to get a surplus when you decimate the military, intelligence, and other things that got us in.
Military.
Yes, we did. Shut up. We don't need the military if we're not at war. Great, brilliant. Why do you think people were flying into our buildings? Jackass.
And that was 2001.
Yes, it was.
Watch.
Dude, shut up. You don't think there was a surplus because Clinton decimated everything that made this country strong and kept us out of trouble.
Well, now Bush decimated us. He completely wiped out the whole economy.
He did it single-handedly. You're a narrow-minded, liberal. Yeah. You're very narrow-minded, and your vision is very narrow as far as Bush goes. He's not responsible for every ill that this country's in right now, dummy. No president can do that.
Yeah, I'm not a Bush fan, but
I'm not either. Believe me.
I don't blame what's going on with the economy on Bush. I think that was set in motion many, many, many years ago, and we finally got caught
corporate
with our
greed.
pants down.
Ugh.
It's possible.
I think it's very possible.
I hate
but I think he's being sincere when he's saying I made some mistakes. I mean, it's like, what, dude, the motive, there's nothing to gain for him at this point because people hate him so much. He's just walking out, and he's at a point now where he can say what he wants to say about a few mistakes he's made. It's not like he's confessing these things that we didn't know anyway.
I think he's a human, and he just wants people, a few more people to like him as he goes back to Texas.
Don't need a military when we're not at war.
Thank you, sir.
Holy, that is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard anybody say. That the United States of America, especially, doesn't need a military when we're not at war.
You gotta be prepared.
What do we do? Whip one up if something happens? Ugh. Stop it.
All right, let's go to the next clip here. Bush, last news conference. Wow, we got some energy going.
Yeah, that just annoyed me.
Bush talks about his disappointments.
There have been disappointments. Abu Ghraib obviously was a huge disappointment during the presidency.
Pictures. Should have been more nudes.
Not having weapons of mass destruction was a significant disappointment.
Yeah.
Well,
way to understate that one.
He should have said that was a big oopsie.
Yeah, not having weapons of mass destruction. Well, the reason we got into the war in the first place.
Yeah. A lot of people screaming at Greg on instant feedback. Just want to acknowledge that. A lot of FUs going out to Greg.
There's a nice bonehead statement that Bush made right there. He didn't even want to fess up, and you hear him kind of stammering over how he should put that.
Right.
Should he put it a significant mistake? Is that what he said?
Disappointment.
Disappointment. What? That was a glaring error in every aspect of your presidency.
He was willing to admit it a little bit. He's not going to go all in with his.
That was the biggest mistake of his presidency.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest mistake of his presidency was this weapons of mass destruction. When you have that stupid UN inspector there saying, "Look, we'll look around." We had no-fly zone over Iraq. We pretty much ran the country anyway. We weren't allowing them to do anything, and they had no capability of doing anything because we were watching them the whole time. But then when we hear there's weapons of mass destruction, and he gets his Secretary of State and other people to get up there and say, "Hey, look, they got weapons," and then everybody was like, "Yeah, we don't want them using them against us." And they go in, no weapons. And then they change it to, we want to free the people. That's a giant, biggest ever mistake ever that he made.
That's a biggie?
That's the biggest.
Yeah. Should also be said that the stock market had record highs during the Bush administration.
Of course it did. It's not. Why with the people that just, it's these myopic liberal douches that just want to blame one person, the devil, George Bush, for everything. It's not. Some of your dummies that are in charge are responsible for the same things. You know, Bush, sure, he pulled some complete huge jackass moves. It was a dope. But you can't blame him for every ill that we're suffering now. Christ.
Let's get back to this clip.
There have been disappointments. Abu Ghraib obviously was a huge disappointment during the presidency.
No one can say that word. I've heard it.
Not having weapons of mass destruction was a significant disappointment.
You know, if you pause it for 1 second, I think one thing he's doing there too is that when you're in a war, you do have the public, but you also have the soldiers.
Okay.
And there is one point about going, hey, the whole reason we're over there is a mistake. And it's easy for, like, a lot of people here would go, well, he should just say that. But it's like, it is kind of hard when guys are over there getting shot.
You know, I didn't even think of that angle on it. All right. He's still the president. He's got to, toe the line as far as that goes with the soldiers. Yeah, it could ruin morale.
Beyond his own ego, there is that part of the equation, I think.
I don't know if you want to call those mistakes or not, but things didn't go according to plan, let's put it that way. And, anyway, I think historians will look back and they'll be able to have a better look at mistakes after some time has passed. Along Jake's question, there is no such thing as short-term history. I don't think you can possibly get the full breadth of an administration until time has passed.
Till I'm long gone, please.
Yeah.
then could you do it?
Yeah. All right, we'll continue with this after the break. And also, this guy that vanished into thin air, kinda. It's a great little story.
Dummy.
He blew it. He was close, though, man.
Blew it.
His calculations were off by how much? Not much, right?
A couple miles. He should have a little more petrol in there. And
all right, we'll explain next. Opie and Anthony. Yeah. We're in the middle of
Chili Peppers Day.
Why, this is the second or third one?
I think it's the second one. 2 in a row, I think.
I used to be a huge fan of the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
I was too. I like the old stuff.
Early stuff, way better than the the newer stuff. Excuse me. Kind of taking a listen to the news conference Bush held yesterday. There's some good TV.
Yeah.
Talking about his disappointments, what he did right, what he did wrong,
his mistakes. Yeah. A lot of, and again, just days left in office. His last public speech, and again, just stirring up debate all over. It's amazing. What happens when you got somebody like George Bush in there that a lot of the liberals love to demonize, love to blame everything on? Then you get a Barack Obama in there, who is one of their own. Very liberal. First half-black president of the United States. And if things don't go well, where do the liberals go? What do they say? What do they do? Do they blame the prior administration? Do they say, well, look what he was left with?
For a while, yes.
Is that what they do?
For the first, say, 7 years if he gets elected twice.
Because I know that's what happened with... yeah.
And then the last year, they'll be blaming some of the things the new Republicans are saying.
Right.
It'll never be his fault.
Of course not. Because I know that happened with Bush. A lot of people blamed Clinton. People still like blaming Clinton for things that happened during the Bush administration, but you can early on. I mean, you do inherit certain things from the former president and the former administration, but you can't go the entire term, 2 terms, and blame the prior president. It just doesn't work that way.
We'll have to wait and see. Obama, as the president, is great for this radio show because it drives you nuts.
I like the fact that he's, within a couple of weeks of his inauguration, is going to close down Guantanamo Bay as the facility that is holding about 250 terror suspects. I haven't heard a peep about where these 250 terror suspects are going.
Well, I'm sure he'll just let them loose on the streets,
you
right?
Think? No. Cuba, I hope. Just let him out the gate. Pay Cuba back for, the few million they sent over here, criminals.
Can't we just ride the hope?
And they did that.
Can't we just ride the hope and the excitement for a little while?
Nope.
And then we can start beating them up?
Nope.
It's exciting. It's exciting times.
No, it's not.
It's very exciting for everybody to have this guy as president.
I don't like this. It's a TV administration. It's a movie administration. We got that goddamn chick, Secretary of State. We got the black president.
You know that I was reading another article in the New York Times, and there's a big to-do about his BlackBerry.
Really?
Yeah.
What do they want to call it? An African-American berry? What? What's the problem with it?
They won't let him have his BlackBerry.
A Fredberry.
They won't let him have his BlackBerry. And he's like, I want my BlackBerry. He loves his effing BlackBerry.
Yeah.
And they're like, look, because every email sent has to be documented when you're the president? How do you live your life?
Well, how about because you're the goddamn president and you need a secure line? You can't be fiddling around where they find nude pictures of you after they hack your little site.
Well, the Canadian company that makes the BlackBerry is very confident that, if he sent out his emails and such, no one would be able to intercept
shut up, BlackBerry people.
Figure out what he's writing.
That's so ridiculous.
He can't just, send off a little email to his friends that have nothing to do with the presidency or his wife.
Could be embarrassing.
Let the guy have his BlackBerry.
Nope. You're the president now. You got to do everything they tell you. No BlackBerry.
Yeah, you don't have much freedom.
Give him a Whiteberry. That'll get him annoyed.
That'll teach him.
What's he got to use? He can't use anything like that, or they have a certain thing?
They have certain... That is so weird because you're the president of the freest country in the world, and you give up a lot of your freedoms to become the president.
Isn't it true, though, that Congress isn't allowed to use those? And are they? I think they are. Are they allowed? Yeah.
So, all right, let's get back to the Bush news conference. I don't know about you, but he sounded a bit off yesterday. He sounded like, I don't know, he sounded like he might have been under the influence yesterday.
What?
Some of the things he was saying.
Bold statement, considering he's...
You're allowed to say sounds like.
In recovery.
I have no idea, but maybe now that he doesn't have to be president anymore, he started early. I don't know. Listen for yourself.
In terms of the economy... Look, I inherited a recession. I'm ending on a recession. I defended tax cuts when I campaigned. I helped implement tax cuts when I was president. And I will defend them after my presidency as the right course of action.
I love that.
See, he's a little off.
He sounds drunk.
He sounds a bit drunk, Jimmy, yes. Hammer the point home to everybody.
Yeah.
See, what we did, people, is. And then finally, this was my favorite clip of the news conference yesterday.
I believe the phrase burdens of the office is overstated. Yes, kind of like, why me? Oh, the burdens, what? Just pathetic, isn't it?
Yeah, he really said that. Why me? He was like,
yeah.
The funny thing is, he was trying to drive the point home that you shouldn't be like that. Like, oh, the burns in the office, why me? But the way he did it made such a great visual and soundbite that it looked like he was really doing that. Like, why me?
Man, you slow that down, it sounds even better. But here's the original, just for the peeps out there. It stands on its own without slowing down the audio.
I believe the phrase "burdens of the office" is overstated. Yeah, it's kind of like, why me? Oh, the burdens, you know. Why did the financial collapse have to happen on my watch? It's just pathetic, isn't it? Self-pity.
Self-pity.
Self-pity. That's pretty much it for him, right? What else does he do there, Stunt Brain?
He wants to have a primetime little news conference, not news conference, but like a kind of an address, a farewell little thing. That was the last press conference in front of the press there in the White House. But, yeah, he wants to go, and he's going to do it, right? When is that?
He ain't going to do it. That ain't happening.
What?
Oh, American Idol starts tonight. How the hell?
Maybe he'll do it on American Idol. Come in with numbers on. Hi. And then they'll judge his speech. That was horrible. I didn't feel sincerity. Yeah.
American Idol.
I can't be bothered.
Nah. You got me into that years ago. And I was in for maybe a season or two.
I was in for about 3 seasons, Die Hard.
Chris Daughtry was awesome. And then after that, whatever.
And then I just I can't be bothered now. Cannot be bothered. We get it. You got the goof factor guys, and then you got the good ones, and then who cares?
They got a new judge this year, though.
Oh, yeah, they're adding in the 4th judge or something?
Yeah, that's exciting.
Or something. Yeah, I think that's to take care of
Paula.
Her
declining.
When she shows up
mental
with
state.
Maybe a little back pain or something that she needed to remedy before the show.
Whatever the hell's going on there.
Yeah.
Hey, remember this? He's leaving office, so maybe we can get one more play out of the Sunday Bloody Sunday remix thing. The mashup. Remember this?
Oh, yeah.
This was so good. It was creepy. Like Bush pretty much singing Sunday Bloody Sunday by U2. Somebody
took a lot of time and effort, I guess, to clip out individual words and phrases from his speeches and throw them together. And it sounds like he's singing Sunday Bloody Sunday.
There's been a lot of talk about this next song. This song is not a rebel song. The song Sunday, Bloody Sunday. I can't believe the news today. I can't close my eyes and make it go away. How long? As we sing this song. How long? Too long. Tonight, we can be as one. Tonight. Broken bottles under children's feet. Bodies strewn across the dead streets. But I won't heed the battle call. It pushed my back up against the wall. Sunday, Bloody Sunday. Sunday, Bloody Sunday. Sunday, Bloody Sunday. Sunday, Bloody Sunday. Let's roll. Just begun. This many lost and who has won. The trenches dug within our hearts. Mothers, children, brothers, sisters, one heart. Sunday, Bloody Sunday. Sunday, Bloody Sunday. How long? As we sing this song. How long? Too long. Tonight, we can be as one. Tonight. Sunday, Bloody Sunday. Sunday, Bloody Sunday. Let's roll. Anyone who wants more details on my agenda can find them online. The web address is not very imaginative, but it's easy to remember. Hardpark.com. Wipe the tears from your eyes. Wipe your tears away. Wipe your tears away. Wipe your tears away. Wipe your bloodshot eyes. Sunday, Bloody Sunday, 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 Sunday. Let's roll. And it's true, I mean, what fact is fiction? TV is reality. And today the millions fly. We eat and drink while tomorrow they die. Sunday, 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 Sunday.
Nice.
Dude, he didn't sing that. It's a bunch of clips put together.
Oh, literal Jim.
Hey, Anthony, you're getting people upset.
What
you
did
make
I do?
people happy, but you also make them upset at the
I
same
know.
time.
I like that. That's my job.
Depending on their affiliation with their politics.
Yes.
Right. Mario from West Hempstead. Anthony, please stop calling Obama half black. Since when do we count the white and people he's black?
Anthony was kidding.
Yeah.
Were you?
See, I was being, I was kind of exaggerating the point. Not exaggerating, but I was kind of making the point that the first black president did have a white mother. So that's all I was doing. Is there a problem there? It's called facts. What am I being persecuted here for telling the truth? Why, I never. Bastards. I don't care. Know what I had to do last night?
What?
I put light bulbs in by my garage because there's crime wave going on in Nassau County.
Yeah? So why do you need light bulbs around your garage area?
Because they're stealing tires off of cars.
Oh, yeah.
That's the newest thing that's happening in there. How the hell did I move to a place with such high crime?
You got money.
Every time thank you. Every time I read something, it's,
Where do you think criminals are going to go? To the nice neighborhoods.
Keep them where they belong.
They're going to find better stuff in the nicer neighborhoods.
No.
Yes. They're not going to go. They're not going to go to Wine Dance or Amityville.
Why not?
What are they going to find there?
Well, apparently there's a big thing going on where people are stealing tires, rims.
And putting the cars up on blocks.
Putting the cars on blocks. I noticed a couple of my lug nut covers are missing on my passenger side.
Oh, they're working your...
Two of them, both of them, all of them.
They're working your car already.
Yeah, like they're gone. So now you see the lug nuts instead of the nice big caddy Escalade covers that go over that on the wheels. God only knows what that costs. I got to bring that in now and have them slap a couple of new ones on. Mm-hmm. But that got me thinking, like, hey, were they doing it? Were they going to take the tires and then maybe something scared them off?
Yes. Of course.
So now I'm lit up. Oh, my God, it's like a prison. It's like a prison yard. I want spotlights going back and forth.
Do you have sensors, too?
No, I'm going to get the security system put in on the outside, the cameras, scanners.
Just have some.
Always funny.
I feel like I am legend. That's what it's Ant is legend. That's what I'm reading here. It's just one of these situations where it's like, God damn, man, you can't just have nice stuff without someone screwing with you. And I'm not even talking wealth or anything like that. You buy a new car, some jackass is going to smash their door into it the first or second time you park somewhere. Total lack of consideration is what's going on in this country. I think that's what's more responsible for the decline of our nation than any president. Is just idiots and a complete lack of consideration.
Lack of respect for the law.
Respect for the law. You know, you try to get something nice, it'll get screwed up in a second. First nice car I bought, we were up in Boston doing radio. I decided to get myself a Cougar. One of the last years they made the big size Cougars with the V8s in them and everything. Real guinea mobile. And I parked in one of the rest stops to have some sexual favors with a man. And
glad you did it because me and Jimmy were right there.
Of course.
There was a pause.
No, you were right there looking for sexual favors with men.
Right.
And I was coming back down to New York, and I parked. I come back out, and right by the door handle, a big dent.
How long did you have the car?
A week.
Come on.
Dude, a week.
Wow.
I was fuming.
Did you take up 2 spots?
No.
Because if you take up 2 spots, I'm key guy.
No.
I will do that, and I have done that.
Oof. That's rough because the only reason you take up 2 spots, I can understand if you go to
the
way
guy
on
that
the other side of the parking lot where there's no one there, and then take up 2 spots.
Oh, yeah, I leave those people alone.
That's fine. If you take up 2 spots.
I'm talking about prime real estate. You think your car is so much more important than anyone else's, so you park right in the middle of the line, taking up 2 spots. You will get keyed, my friend. You will get keyed.
But not get caught.
I just admitted a crime on the show, yes.
Wow.
I have done that.
What you in for?
Keying, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're on the if you're far away from the establishment, parking in a couple spots, I'll leave you alone.
It
but right in front.
Would have been worth him doing it if I only would have caught him doing it. Pulp Fiction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. That's a touchy situation. You just too many idiots that just slam into your car. That's why I only park in the handicapped spots. Those are nice, wide, big. They give your door a lot of room.
Sure they could, because some thing is fumbling out the passenger door.
Of course. Some monster on wheels. Stop. I went to I went to one of the Japanese restaurants last night with Keith, and it's one of those, with the big tabletop, and they chink, 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 with the spatula and all that happy horse crap. And there was a table next to us, and the guy did like a cool thing. He put the oil on the table, and then he puts water on there, I guess, and it starts like bubbling up, and then he lights it, and whoo, the thing makes a giant flame on the entire table that you feel like the heat. Kind of impressive, kind of cool,
How lonely are you?
No, it was fun.
You hear what you just described?
Yeah, no, but I have a reason I described it. Because next to our table, there was this woman in one of these little rascal scooters.
Sure.
Or hover chair or whatever the hell she was in. And she's pulled up right next to the table. And the guy did it. And she couldn't really back her head away enough because the back headrest was there.
Did she lose her eyebrows?
I couldn't stop laughing at the thought of a flaming woman trying to, guide herself away from the table in her hover-round chair, completely engulfed in flames.
Yeah.
It made me laugh.
Did you like when he made the onion volcano?
Oh, who doesn't like the onion volcano?
Amazing, right?
And then you wouldn't imagine. I bet you'll never guess this in 100 years. He's cutting up the shrimp, right? And he takes the tails. Guess what he did with them? You'll never guess.
Made cars out of them.
Yes, we drove it home. We looked silly and stunk.
I certainly know how you feel.
Oh, I've never seen so many B's and O's being used since people met Big A.
B.O.
All right. Yeah, he did the old flip him into the hat in the pocket gag.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Why do they have the same act, all these guys? You would think they would, doesn't matter where you go, they do the same exact stuff.
And then there's things that they do that are just useless. Like the little things that they put the sauces in when they're separating them. It's almost like they're just coasters, but they put the little sauce in there, and they gotta ching 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 wing ching ching, like flipping them around like he's playing 3-card Monte with them. I was looking like, what the? Could you imagine doing that at home? Just pull your plates out and start smashing them around the table. No, so don't do it here.
I give you a little show.
Yeah.
All right.
They got the hack guys, though, that are just like, all right.
Just learning?
Yeah, no, I think the guy flipping the shrimp tail into his pocket is pretty hack. Come up with something different. Flip it into someone else's pocket.
Yeah. Or get someone with a glass eye and pop it out and pop the little shrimp things into their socket. And put the glass eye back in. That'd be a great trick.
See? At least it's original.
Sure. Some old lady comes out of the back with shrimp tails in her eye. Hurts.
Or make the instead of the volcano, make something look like a human's back end, and then have the volcano coming out of there to see what you're going to feel like later.
All right, we'll take a break. The guy with the plane, we'll get into that story next. Opie and Anthony. Rock and roll. Opie and Anthony.
I like this song. Watch when the vocals kick in. Hold on, here it comes.
Damn. 877-212-0-A. You got a hickey on your neck, Jimmy?
Yes.
Yeah. They're on his chest, too.
No, we saw the chest ones last week. Now they're moving up toward his face.
Yes.
I want a hickey, Jimmy. Give me a hickey.
I would love to. I would make this noise while I sucked your dick.
You did say he sucked my neck.
Yes.
It sounded like something else. Really did. But...
No.
All right.
No.
Okay.
Neck.
Making sure. Yeah.
Yes.
And what do we got on this pilot? A lot of people talking about this guy. He wanted to fake his own death or something?
Yeah.
He was in a bit of trouble?
Yeah, a little financial trouble.
Who was the guy that did it back in the day? Possibly Cooper? What was his name? What?
Johnny
DB,
Cash.
right? DB Cooper.
No, Johnny Cash in an episode of Columbo.
Really?
Yeah, it was a double episode. And he sang a song, and it was great. And he was on tour, but then he faked a plane crash to kill, I believe, his wife, was it? Yeah.
You do realize that we're trying to still relate to the kids out there, right?
What?
You're referencing Columbo.
First of all, who's trying to relate to the kids out there at this point?
I think we are.
Oh, Uncle Paul.
Columbo. I didn't even know. All right, Johnny Cash was on Columbo.
Yeah.
So they were doing a Cooper thing?
Yeah, they were doing one of those things where he was in a private plane and
torn from the headlines or something?
Yeah, stripped from the headlines.
Right.
He didn't try to fake his own death, though. He was killing his wife, I believe, or tour manager or something. And he lived through it. But he parachuted out and then got rid of the parachute and laid in the wreckage, and they found him. And the whole thing was that they were going to then canvass the whole area looking for this parachute at the end of the episode. They didn't know where it was or anything, but Columbo did that just so he could catch him out there looking for it. And then the spotlight comes on the headlights of Columbo's car, and they caught him. Always catches him like that.
Yeah, he was smart, that Columbo.
That was before he lost his mind.
And now he's a babbling idiot.
Ranting and raving around the streets.
It's the greatest thing to do when you're in Hollywood is follow him for a while.
Yeah.
Peter Falk, right? Just babbling his way through another day.
Poor kook.
So this Indiana pilot, I don't really have the facts. So what happened? He had some businesses that were going bad or investors or something?
Yeah, the guy was in financial jam up, so he decides to fake his own death.
Yeah.
So he's got a private plane.
Yeah.
He takes off, and then about 3/4 of the way through the fuel supply, I would guess, decides to jump out over, where was he? Alabama. Yeah,
Alabama, I think.
Somewhere. And then
near Birmingham, man.
Yeah. He jumps out with a parachute, of course, and then lets his plane go on autopilot. Here's what I'm thinking, though. I'm sure he wanted that plane to end up in the drink off of the coast of Florida.
Run out of gas,
end up in the water. That way, even if they send divers in, you don't know what happened. The fish gets you. If you don't find a body, you don't find a body in the water. On land, it's a different story. The damn thing crashes just short of the water.
How just short?
It wasn't like on the beach, but it was close enough.
Closer than 5 miles?
Yeah.
Eventually
so, yeah.
crashed late Sunday more than 200 miles away in a swampy area. So he made it to the swampy area of the Florida Panhandle.
Yeah.
But he wanted ocean.
He wanted the Gulf at least.
Or the Gulf, yeah.
So I think that screwed him up a little bit. Also, he was found by a cop. He told this cop that he was in a canoeing accident. So the cop drove him to a hotel. This plan fell apart on this guy.
A parachute from a canoeing accident?
Yeah.
He had a pilot's helmet on?
He must have been a little banged up, I guess. And he told the cop that it was a canoeing accident.
Well, he was close. You look at the map. Obviously, we all know where Florida is, but it's the flight path from Indiana to almost the Gulf.
That's you're taking a big chance on a murder rap or manslaughter rap if that thing plows into a house.
Sure.
You know, he could have really screwed himself. But now, I don't know. He's in big trouble. Is he on the lam still?
No,
they did get him?
Didn't he email a friend or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always good to do.
What was he doing with that?
Yeah, he was spotted checking into a hotel, and then he apparently emailed one of his buddies. And that guy ran right to the cops, I think.
What a dummy.
I don't think he's a dummy. He just miscalculated a little bit.
But you have
His plan was brilliant.
It's a brilliant plan.
But where was he going to go after he faked his own death? That's the problem.
Where do you go?
Electronically, they can keep track of you like it's nothing. It's easy. You can't touch any of your bank accounts anymore.
You need your money. You got to liquidate.
Yeah, but if they notice a pattern where all of a sudden you're taking out a lot of money before this whole thing, I'm telling you, they got you.
That's what all those great murder shows I watch, where it's white people killing white people, like a husband killing a wife or a wife killing a husband. They always notice that like months before they took out this huge life insurance policy. Right. It's like, what are you doing?
You got to have patience. You got to take a little off the top for many, many, many years, and then you can fake your own death.
Yeah, you think? You skim a little, you stash it, fake your own death, and then what? You run off to like Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
You got to leave the country. You have to leave the country.
But then how do you leave the country without people knowing?
Through Mexico or through...
Yeah, but I would go to the Caribbean.
Canada. Yeah.
How do you get to the Caribbean if you want to fake your own death?
You go to Mexico, and then you go to Caribbean.
How?
I think you could just do that.
On a plane or something?
Yeah.
And they're not going to say anything?
Aero Mexico.
I guess the point is, I think it's very hard to fake your own death these days. You think a lot of people did it? That we just don't know about?
You wouldn't know about it. That's
I know. I understand. Yeah. That's why I asked.
It's the people that get nailed.
Yeah. Speaking of which, faking your own death or killing your wife and making believe it's an accident.
Yeah.
During our little break, we had another cruise ship incident.
Oh,
this is our favorite thing, and no one is on to us like we are. We're on to this.
The unbelievable way to kill
when
somebody.
Someone goes missing on a cruise ship, that is somebody killing their spouse.
Yeah.
9 out of 10. I'm sure every once in a while there's some drunk dope that does something stupid.
Yeah, flaps over the rail.
But in general, it's something that is going on. People have figured out, I hate my wife, I hate my husband. Let's set up a nice little cruise, make believe everything is hunky-dory.
They rarely find a body.
Give them the old push.
So important in a murder case. The crime scene itself is so tainted by the time they're on to the fact that somebody's missing.
Can I ask you something? What kind of crime scene is there if it's just a push?
Exactly. That's
just a little push.
You don't want to see anything like a sign of a struggle in the room, though.
I want to see CSI do that one.
Things like that. And the ship itself leaves the area after it's released by the Coast Guard, which is usually after a few hours of questioning people. Then they're back on their way. Ding, 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 ding. They don't care.
But also, you suck at doing radio production. It ran out. All right. All right, you have an excuse. All right, let's do take 2 on the scenario. Give me plenty of music, Anthony. Call her a bitch again. Oh, no.
I figure that's faster.
No, let's go with the basic scenario. Now you're talking blood. Now you're talking CSI is going to have an easy time with
that. Ruined the whole room.
Yeah. Come on, let's do it right here, all right?
All right.
All right, turn up the music. We're partying on the deck after dinner.
All right.
No.
Can't cave her face in with something from the room?
No.
Be blood on it.
They will find that. They will find the skin and the hair.
Nice. There's a heavy candelabra. There's a big heavy candelabra. I thought I'd smash her in the head a few times first.
Get blood all over your suit.
Oh, that's true.
All right, let's try this again, Anthony.
Damn it.
We're partying.
All right.
Come on. You're loving your wife.
We're partying. All right, honey. I guess I should throw over the balcony and not through the window.
Yeah, no. That would be
Jesus.
broken glass
I
and
screw
blood.
this up all the time.
Some hair left over.
Oh.
We got to start the music again. All right.
All right.
Waiting for the sharks to come a nibbling.
Oh, but look who's come to help. Flipper. I'm saved.
Another wonderful 1970s reference. Thank you.
70s. Jeez,
Is that a 60s?
60s.
Is that really a 60s?
I think it is.
Oh, boy. Very funny.
I love
Just
the fact.
same.
I love the fact, by the way, that when the music runs out, it was just the bit kept going.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like, Eric, what are you doing? It was immediately, Eric, you suck at doing radio production.
Yeah, I know.
I apologized immediately. You know?
The rock coat. Every time I hear one of those stories, I think of Patrice with the rock coat. Look, honey, I bought you a rock coat. Why don't you get your girl a rock coat?
Yeah.
No, honey, this is great. You wear a coat. It's made out of coral and rock.
The fan sites, they're talking about all the stuff we have ruined for them. That's another one. When you hear the next news story where someone is missing from a cruise ship, trust me.
Yeah.
That person is dead and needed to be dead for some reason.
And then the family of whoever got tossed overboard has always got some bad things to say about the spouse or boyfriend or girlfriend. They're like, we never really got a good explanation from him what happened.
See, but if you're going to plan this once again, a year to 2 years before, you gotta have patience.
Yeah.
You are like the ideal husband. When the family comes over, it's nothing but love.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks you're the greatest guy in the world, and then you start planning your cruise a couple of years in advance. Everyone feels the excitement as you get closer to the day, but in your head, you're like, "Oh boy, I'm going to be a free man soon."
Yep.
No one is going to be on to me.
Getting tossed. You got to do your reconnaissance for the boat, though. You got to know where the cameras are, things like that.
Right.
And off the balcony.
Right. Speaking
you
of cruise
knock
ships,
her out first and then throw her over so she's not screaming.
hell no, man. Let her
Someone
suffer. If
sees
you're going
it.
to do it, let her suffer.
Yeah, let her watch that boat go away.
Not even a drink in her.
Depends. I mean,
When she hits
Not
that
even
water
a
and
drink.
sees that cruise ship getting smaller and smaller.
And the worst thing is the
You won't-
water's pretty warm,
Right.
so you won't die of hypothermia. You'll just think of all the monsters that are underneath you and how far away from land you are and how totally dead you are.
Oh, and you're just under the stars, completely sober. Because if you're a little drunk, you might enjoy it for a little while. Like, oh my God, wow, what happened?
Yeah. Oh,
how are people falling off the ship? Why don't they just put like a big net around the bottom of the boat that goes out like 10 feet?
Yeah,
they have a lot of safety things.
Yeah, most
like
ships
that
are
around there.
hard to fall off.
You got to really wing a bitch off of there. You got to spin around and really fling her.
How awkward is it, though, if you do grab your wife and you go, you bitch, and you throw her off and she lands in a protective net and you don't know it?
Yeah.
So the next thing you know, you're having cake after your fake grieving,
Yep.
and they pull to the dock and she's in the net going, what did you do that for?
He threw me down here. I missed dinner.
All right, I'll give you guys another one. Can I give you another one? Kevin from Connecticut goes, same thing with the Grand Canyon. Now, I'm going to go with your Grand Canyon scenario, Kevin. I've been out there. One of the greatest
people there.
One of the greatest things I've ever done in my life. Now, the rim, you could do a little rim tour where you don't even go into the canyon.
Love a good rim tour.
And you could get very close to the edge because the whole thing is to get close to the edge for the photo op. But what you got to do, Kevin, in advance, you figure out what area of the rim would be perfect for this. Then you give your wife a little something so she's getting a very good night's sleep. You go back out there with a little hand shovel, and you kind of like work the area a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So then when she backs up onto the as close to the rim as possible, next thing you know, oopsie, I don't know, nature just did its thing and the rocks collapsed.
Some gentleman recently, within the past year or so, tried this and got caught.
How do you get caught?
He got caught. Said his wife got too close to the edge and took a topple and fell off and died. And again, I don't know how he got caught, but yeah.
I mean, because the ship hadn't left yet, they were on the dock. She was splayed out on the dock.
But it was a canyon.
It was the Great Canyon. That's a big ship, Jimmy.
The ship didn't leave the canyon.
That
yet.
was what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said she fell off the ship and it was the Grand Canyon and a donkey stepped on her face. And he said he thought it was a quack. Oh, no, the Grand Canyon thing. I know what happened. He said that she fell. And they said, well, then why is your shoe print in her back?
Yeah, it's probably something like that.
Yeah.
I want to know how the guy got
some
caught.
kind of a struggle.
Because that seems like a win-win.
Yeah.
Well, maybe just a win. A win-win would be she wins, too.
Getting away with it.
Yeah, I don't think she wins.
That's a win-win in that case. It was a really big win for him.
Yeah. All right.
Try out of her? Yeah, well, I don't know. If someone falls off a cruise ship, it's usually murder. That's pretty much the conclusion we've drawn here.
I think so. Well, I mean, 9 out of 10.
Murder.
I'm sure there's an accident that happens there once in a while, but
Sure.
when you see these stories, you're like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on, look at this. It's obvious.
Who's fallen off a boat?
Yeah, the railings are everywhere. It's not like you just fall off like you're in a canoe.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't they give people this? Why doesn't every person on the ship always walk around with that little lifesaver around them?
Lifesaver.
Is that what they call it?
Yeah. Life preserver.
Oh.
Lifesaver. They should walk around with a tiny little mint around their midsection.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
It's so funny.
You know what they ought to do? They ought to give everybody a tracking device. Like a little thing,
Oh.
or
Big Brother stuff. People don't like the Big Brother stuff.
No, you hand it to them.
GPS.
It becomes a part of you just wear it like a necklace or something on you, so if God forbid you do fall over,
They'll know exactly where you
there's
fell.
a way for them to track you,
Activated by salt water.
or there's a way for them to track you X amount of time, then again, whoever kills you will just take it off you.
Yeah, that's true.
But if you fall off,
And just throw it in the water another, after the boat goes another half hour.
that's a great point, yeah.
Put it on this guy. I'm chasing that son of a bitch around the ocean.
Apparently your wife is chasing a killer whale around Antarctica.
Yeah.
Did you realize your wife can swim 40 miles an hour?
Yes.
Well. There's another. It's just a quick thought. I was watching the Travel Channel. Like I said earlier, just flipping around trying to find something. And this weekend they were talking about this cruise ship. Have you heard about this one? It's a cruise ship where you can live on.
Oh yeah,
It's the latest rage. It's called
it's almost like buying a condo.
Yeah.
Wow.
On the water. It's called what's the ship called? It's crazy.
Amistad.
And instead of having 1,800 people on this cruise ship, it can fit 1,800. It fits 300.
Yeah.
And they're all multi-million-dollar condos, like Ant said. It doesn't look like a room whatsoever. It looks like you're home.
Yeah.
But you're on a cruise ship and you're waking up every day in another cool area of the world.
Yeah, it goes all over the world. Yeah, pretty cool.
Here's the question. How much entertainment do you need?
Really?
I hope your house hits an iceberg. Hope you doze off one night watching the news, watching Sam Donaldson, and you wake up being attacked by some sort of sea animal with an otter humping your face.
Is it called The World?
It's called The World, yes.
Oh.
And they figure out where they're going to go according to what's happening in the world.
Yeah?
So the Olympics, okay, we're going to check out the Olympics. The Cannes Film Festival, we'll be there for that. We'll go to Hawaii. We'll go here. That's crazy. And you just watch the world outside your window.
If you're into that kind of thing.
And they showed some of the rooms. And, I mean, the show itself, they could have done this in 10 minutes. The show was like an hour. I'm like, okay, I get it. But, pretty amazing. Coffee shops.
Yeah.
And supermarkets and...
Just be a snobby crowd on that.
Oh, yeah. That's what I was telling my girl. I'm like, could you imagine hanging with these
bunch of old
asses
retirees
that have nothing better to do with their millions and millions and millions of dollars?
You and 300 of your neighbors seasick and vomiting on each other. Someone vomited on my $1 million balcony.
They're making 2 more. It's been so successful.
Yeah, there's a waiting list and everything to get one of these things. What's the average condo? Let's call them condos. Go for it.
Started at about $2.5 million, goes up to $16 million, but you can also timeshare it out over 50 years. It works out to like $1,500 a week.
Wow.
But very successful, and Four Seasons is getting involved, so they're going to be super luxury.
It's a great concept. I wonder if they go back home just so you're not completely homesick / seasick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, do they go back to, like, I don't know, Florida or wherever the F it's from originally, just so you could kind of see your friends and family again, and then you go back for another few months on the
Dude,
water?
if you got that kind of money to buy like one of these, wherever you go, you could just fly home.
True.
Hey, let's fly home from Barcelona, and then we'll catch it down in Sydney and circle on up to Zimbabwe.
There's a heliport on the ship, and they can just land a helicopter on there and take you off.
What's your language?
Wow. We got primetime gossip with Sam Roberts as we go to break.
We're back, and Primetime Gossip is here to report on some late-breaking news coming out of the Opie and Anthony camp. When we last left the Anthony half of O&A, he was falling apart. However, it seems that Cupid has re-entered the Shock Jock's life, as was made evident when Ann Coulter was recently interviewed on the radio show.
And you just come out and go, yeah, I said that, so?
Wasn't it funny?
Yeah. You gonna laugh at that one?
Laughing a little too hard, aren't we, Mr. Cumia? Anthony went on to throw his journalistic integrity out the window as he furiously agreed with everything Ms. Coulter had to say.
Liberals want to censor opposing viewpoints.
That is, God, that's a great point.
Everyone on the show picked up on the vibe, and by the end of the interview, Anthony wasn't even bothering to hide it.
Well, Anthony, say goodbye to your soulmate. We got to take a break.
I love her.
Is love blossoming, or is it just one DJ's obsession? While no one has any actual information, we are reporting that Ms. Coulter has been seen wearing Anthony's pin. Are the two going steady? We say yes, and credit it to Anthony's flattering descriptions of Anne.
She's me with cans.
Yeah, and brains.
What could be next for Colfany? We may not know, but Primetime Gossip can guess it will be Nazi-themed. Stay tuned as PTG continues to deliver you the goods.
Opie and Anthony. What else is going on? Oh, we forgot to mention that Ricky Henderson, Hall of Fame, that was an obvious one. But then they finally gave it to Jim Rice. His last year of eligibility, they said, what the hell?
I never knew there was, like, only so many years.
Yep.
Why is that?
How many years is it, Stunt Brain? I mean, Rice has been gone for, God, it has to be 20 years, right? Huh?
I think it's a 15-year limit, right?
Yeah, but
I was going to go 15 years, sure.
You got to get a certain amount of percentage of the vote every year to stay on the ballot, and then you have 15 years, and then
why is that? Like, I don't understand
why. Is it 15 years?
Yeah, what's the sense in it?
Because sometimes there's players that obviously go in, like Ricky Henderson, and then other years there's nobody.
Was he first ballot in?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Not even close.
And then some years there's nobody, so it kind of opens the door for somebody who might be on the cusp of going in, like Goose Gossage last year.
How many home runs did Rice have? Did he
82.
break 500?
No. I think he had 300 something.
300. So what was his lifetime batting average?
His stats were like right on the bubble as far as what they look at.
And they shouldn't have let him in. Screw it.
He had good stats for the late 70s, early 80s.
He was all right.
It was a different era.
They probably shouldn't have gave it to him, but they said, what the hell? They really don't have anyone else, I think, is what it comes down to. And they got to, it's a show. They want to put on a show for everybody. So I think they didn't have a choice. They needed to get somebody in there that was sort of qualified, right?
Yeah, because aside from him, like, there was nobody else aside from him.
Who else was up for it?
Andre Dawson.
Nope.
Don Mattingly.
Nope.
Don Mattingly?
Mattingly was a...
Come on.
I think Mattingly's a Hall of Famer.
God, no.
You don't think so?
He needed another year or two, I'm thinking.
Maybe.
Donnie Baseball?
Nope.
Mark McGuire, who got less votes this year than he did last year.
Oh, boy, that's that whole
He
steroid
saved baseball, though.
controversy.
I know.
He saved baseball. You put him in for that.
He only got like 22% of the votes. He needs 76.
He'll never be in.
Wow.
No.
They'll never put him in.
The guy did, like, that whole thing was...
Yep.
He saved
tainted.
Baseball after that. He is tainted.
Well, then what about Roger Clemens? What's the thing with Roger? They're basically saying this guy did steroids. They're getting braver and braver with this. They're saying the grand jury, overwhelming evidence that this guy did steroids.
Well, they're getting him on lying. They're going to get him like they got, Clinton on perjury.
Yeah.
So if he lied, that's going to mean charges, and he's going to have to come up and testify again.
How about that? Roger Clemens never goes into the Hall of Fame. How about that one?
How about he goes to prison?
A few years go by and they're like, nope. They're going to do the Mark McGuire thing to
I
him.
think him and Bonds might be on the same year. I think they both...
How funny. Both don't make it.
How
How great would that be?
Yep.
So 4 years from now, we'll see what happens.
How are you going to say, I mean, even though I understand the whole steroid thing, yeah, but how can anyone say that Bonds or Roger Clemens don't belong in the Hall of Fame?
It'll be interesting.
It's what we know. You got to put them in. It's what we know.
Yeah.
You know, we watched those two players. I don't like Barry Bonds whatsoever, but, you know, come on.
I mean, goodness gracious.
Yeah, throw him in. What about Petey? When is Petey going in?
Who, Pete Rose?
Yeah. He's got his. Doesn't he have his own like Hall of Fame down the road from Cooperstown or something?
Yeah, no, he goes. Doesn't. Did he put himself in his own Hall of Fame?
Oh, he's got. Someone look
fantastic.
It up. I haven't thought about this in years, but I guess he was so fed up with baseball, he rented some space down the road from the Hall of Fame, and he could go visit Pete Rose, his memorial, or whatever. And
wow,
and he had his
pompous
stuff.
ass.
Yeah, I love him.
Every year he goes to Cooperstown during election weekend.
Oh yeah.
I like the fact that he's such a. But then again, if he wasn't such an arrogant ass, he would have gotten in. If he would have showed some humility and given baseball, like like when two guys are ready to fist fight, a lot of times they both kind of want a way to back out gracefully without totally losing their masculinity. If he would have given baseball that instead of just been in their face and go, nope, I'm telling the truth. Nope, I'm telling the truth. When everybody knew he was lying, he left them no wiggle room.
I think
so. He was kind of a douche about it.
One day he'll get in.
How though? If his eligibility's up,
because they'll reinstate him. First, he's got to be reinstated into baseball. He's banned from baseball, and then once your eligibility's up, then it's up to the Veterans Committee to vote you in.
You can still get in after your eligibility.
So you think he'll get in posthumously?
Yeah, it'll take a while. But
they should put his hair in the Special Olympics Hall of Fame.
Exactly. At least make it the logo for the Special Olympics.
Just his hair.
You gotta let all these guys in.
All these mongoloids just looking at it with a tear in their eye.
The man who started it all.
The Pete Rose. Oh, God.
They love the Pete Rose, do.
Oh, they certainly do.
Pete Rose had a Hall of Fame on display at the Cincinnati Reds Stadium. I heard something about Cooperstown, though. He either rented space or he goes up there every year, and then you could go down the street and say hi to Pete.
Yeah, when we went, I don't remember
2 years
exactly,
ago, but maybe we can get to the bottom of that. Yeah,
I went 2 years ago, and he was right down the road signing autographs. Huge crowd.
I'm going to take a little ride up to Cooperstown.
Get money for it? Was he getting paid?
Oh, yeah. He charges per autograph, yeah.
Of course, he's got to.
Is this the time of year to go up there? No one else is around, right?
Yeah, I guess if you want to go up there now, sure.
It'll be freezing.
It's a long drive.
Why the hell they put it up there?
There's not one Hall of Fame I'd ever want to go to. I got to be honest with you.
I went to Baseball Hall of Fame when I was a kid.
I don't want to go to Cooperstown.
That one's pretty cool because the history just goes so far.
It doesn't matter, though. It's just like, to me, it's like the Hard Rock with no burgers.
Yeah.
You're looking at what? Uniforms and bats, bowls. What are you looking at? What's the plaque, big thing that I can't punch up on the internet and go, oh, there's the shirt.
I remember the plaque room was like a waste of time because it was just thousands of plaques.
I think it's cool. You go, you find your favorite players, and then say, hey, look.
And then you take a piece.
Hey, look.
Then you take a piece of paper.
Oh, do a rubbing? Did you do a rubbing? I just don't get
I got a rubbing of my favorite
Hall
plaque.
of Fame thing. To me, it's just boring. Like when everyone went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I was like, there's no way I'm going there.
That sucked.
Who cares about...
I'm a big music guy, and that place sucked.
There's one in New York now.
Is there really?
It's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Annex. It opened like last month downtown.
They have better stuff?
I don't know. I haven't been yet, but it's downtown.
Instead of family members going into the attic and going, yeah, Hendrix wore this once, put this on display. The dummies will buy into it. Yeah. That's what I saw.
I'll go check it out, but
it
opened last month.
All right, am I weird for going to... Okay.
Well, we got that out of the way. Now what?
See, like going to the Air and Space Museum to me is like, holy crap.
That's cool.
But is that the same thing as like...
I actually went with Anthony, one of those very rare occasions that we hung out together.
We were in D.C. on a secret meeting going to XM.
We had no choice. We had to hang out together.
Yeah.
And the excitement in your eyes, yes, I do remember. You were way more into it than I was, but it was still very cool.
Yeah, and things like that, like you could actually go in to some of these aircraft and see what it would have been like to have been in those B-17s are a lot smaller than you think, and kind of get in there and get a feeling for it. It's not like, hey, I'm going to put on the Babe's uniform and swing his bat around.
You really like the airplane thing. Why don't you get your license?
I don't know.
You're looking for new adventures.
He drives home in a truck with a hand over one eye. Do you want him flying over on Konkama?
But he's so into it. You get the flight simulators. You go to the Air and Space Museum. You suck all this in, man. You love it. Why wouldn't you just take some lessons?
When I was broke, I went on the Discovery. It's called the Discovery flight.
Yeah.
Went down there to MacArthur Airport and hopped in a little Cessna 152. Go up with an instructor, and they let you take the controls. And it's the Discovery flight. But then I said, sorry, I'm broke. So I couldn't do anything.
So why don't you do it now?
I'd like to.
At least take lessons.
Yeah.
Because you go to the gun range a lot. You know, maybe get a couple more hobbies.
And how fun it would be to shoot out of a plane.
Wow.
Now you're talking some
Red
fun.
Baron style.
Sarah Palin style.
Yeah, it'd just be fantastic.
Yeah. All right.
I really should.
So, yeah, we were going around the horn here. So you got the Clements thing. They're basically saying...
So, excuse me. I do. My second favorite museum brought up on Pal Talk is, of course, the Biff Tannen Museum, which gives you a whole history of Biff Tannen and how he won in sports betting and got so much money that he was able to build the Biff Tannen Museum.
Ladies and gentlemen,
yes?
Welcome to the Biff Tannen Museum.
Yes.
Dedicated to Hill Valley's #1 citizen,
Biff Tannen.
America's greatest living folk hero,
Biff Tannen.
The one and only Biff Tannen.
Right.
Of course, we've all heard the legend.
Of course.
But who is the man? Inside, you will learn how Biff Tannen became one of the richest and most powerful men in America.
Through betting.
Learn the amazing history of the Tannen family.
I want to invest
starting
in
with his
Biffco.
great-grandfather, Buford Mad Dog Tannen, fastest gun in the West.
Oh,
See
so watch out
Biff's
for him.
humble beginnings, and how a trip to the racetrack on his 21st birthday made him a millionaire overnight.
Luckiest man in the world.
I hate that movie now.
What? What movie?
I
think of it as a movie now.
Completely agree.
It's a way of life.
hate it.
It's a way of life now.
I understand.
Oh, it's horrendous, isn't it?
Big DVD coming out. The trilogy will be coming out on DVD with extras. That will include
Michael J. Fox using a coloring book this week.
It will include the ride.
Yeah?
That everyone remembers from Universal Studios, the Back to the Future ride, all that footage, which I believe in my personal movie theater downstairs will be very interesting in the front row to watch that on an 11-foot screen.
That'd be cool.
Yes. I think that'll be a lot of fun.
You gotta start flying, I'm thinking. At least take lessons. That's right up your alley, my friend.
I would like to do that.
Maybe we could get some people out there to help you figure out how you get that done. At least go up a few times and take the controls.
Take Jimmy up there. Me and him could kiss.
Can I tell you?
It'd be nice, actually.
You know,
a couple of men on a 727.
A hickey at 30,000 feet.
Yeah.
With all the museums they have in Washington, the one that blows is that Smithsonian.
The Smithsonian?
That thing is a piece of crap.
It's old.
Huh? You see Archie Bunker's chair or something like that, but then they got just a bunch of nonsense.
It's 90% crap.
It is, right?
Isn't the Air and Space part of the Smithsonian wing?
It's part of the whole Smithsonian block.
Part of that complex.
There's like a whole block of the Smithsonian.
I really thought I was going to see a lot of cool stuff at the Smithsonian, and that was a waste of time, man.
Yeah, there really wasn't that much. I like the Museum of Natural History here in New York City.
That's a fine
good.
museum, sure.
Dinosaur bones.
Can't put McGuire in. His numbers are fake.
Dinosaur.
Look, man, stop with the goody two-shoe crap.
Yeah, his numbers are fake.
Not everyone, a lot of people in sports did what they had to get real numbers and survive in the game.
Even though it was technically against the rules, and I know that. So, yeah, it's cheating, but like every era in baseball had a lot of inconsistency. For a long time, white players didn't face black players. Now, I know they weren't cheating and they were playing by the same rules as everyone else. I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
But when you look at it, if you want to look at it from a purist point of view, like apparently that guy does, Babe Ruth, I think, best slugger ever. But you know what? He never. There was a lot of black players that were never in. So how do you put some of those white pitchers in?
Jimmy the Greek Norton.
No.
Because, see, the black player, they were better than the white player.
Well, black pitching...
Can we play that clip?
Oh, please get it.
I haven't played that in a year. Easy.
I think that a lot of black players might have changed the stats of some of these white pitchers that are in.
Mm-hmm.
But you understand what I'm saying? Like, you going to tell me that a lot of the sluggers that play now wouldn't have hit some of those white pitchers back? Of course they would.
Yeah.
So it's like all the stats are skewed to a certain degree. So you're right. This goody two-shoes crap is annoying.
Now that all the steroid info is coming out, I've changed my tune with Barry Bonds.
Yeah.
I hate the guy, but you know what? He's the home run leader. Most of his peers were doing the roids. And what are you going to do? It was the era of the steroids in baseball.
Yep.
Just call it that.
You can look at it every era, and there was something going on. Like Jimmy pointed out very nicely. You got that clip? I love this clip. The famous Jimmy the Greek.
Jimmy the Greek committing career suicide.
He didn't know, man. That dumb guy with a tape recorder as he's just drinking and eating and having a good time, shoves the mic in front of his face, and this ended his career.
Black is a better athlete to begin with because he's been bred to be that way, because of his high thighs and big thighs that goes up into his back, and they can jump higher and run faster because of their bigger thighs. This goes back all the way to the Civil War, when during the slave trading, the slave owner would breed his big black to his big woman, so that he could have a big black kid.
Probably a better way to phrase that, Jim.
Yeah. Bye-bye, Jimmy the Greek.
That started...
Knew ye.
I bet if you did enough research, you probably would find that what he was saying...
That was absolutely accurate.
But, with that said...
The way he said it. I know what Jimmy was ready to say, too. That was the beginning.
Of this whole...
Yeah.
Phony...
Lose your job.
Lose your job because of racial sensitivity.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Thought policing garbage. Don't tell the truth.
And then he also said this, right? Yeah.
They take over coaching like everybody wants them to. There's not going to be anything left for the white people. I mean, all the players are black. I mean, the only thing that the whites control is the coaching jobs. Now, I'm not being derogatory about it, but that's all that's left for them.
You know what? He had to go. I changed my tune. That tells you what type of guy he is right there.
Yeah,
that's beyond just trying to be factual as he sees it. He was probably was a.
Speaking of black coaches, I had no idea until I just looked down here. Tony Dungy retired. When? Yesterday? The Colts
I
head
heard
coach
that on
there?
the news this morning.
He was the one that lost his son, right?
Yeah.
Did he?
Oh, yeah, man. What was it, a suicide? What was it? I don't remember now. Lost his, I think his son was like 18
Why
or
does
something.
Travis have to... Can't we get you a mic in there that you can just talk into for a second? His music.
I think it was an accidental death. I don't remember, but I know that he never recovered from that.
Travis, we're going to try something new with you.
Okay.
Jimmy's right. You got two mics over there. A lot of times they just sit there. You bring one of those into your nice booth, and if I need you, I'm going to plunk down your microphone.
Okay.
Hoo-hoo. You're going to be in the new hoo-hoo. Oh, no. I want one of those, because we know those work. I haven't touched that button in 4 years. I don't know what the heck that does.
What is that?
Yeah, I'm scared to touch new buttons. What, Tim?
I'm scared.
Please. Huh?
He has a mic in there.
Please tell me you're not bringing in another song parody that we have to make believe we like.
Speaking of
oh my
P-Rose
God. And then after the show, no, you know, it was all right. It could have been better, you know. I had to fake it.
Before I forget...
Oh, now he's walking out sad.
Oh, Tim.
Oh, Tim. I could play your Opie and Anthony theme song. We like that. Yes, Jimmy, I'm sorry.
No, that's right. Can I please say that we did those? I did that live read before. Can I please say, if you call the Stress Factory, to roll your R's, no matter what you're saying. If you want to see Bob Kelly, please go. I'd like tickets to see Robert Kelly, and then mention that you love the Stress Factory.
Nice.
He's so
into the answering machine, and you'd like to make reservations. Please do that.
So annoyed.
Please. Only if you're calling for legitimate business, though.
Quick break. We'll mop up. We go to break with Tim's little cute Opie and Anthony theme song.
O-P-I-E, that's O-P, with his partner Anthony. They give us news in their own views, and Ant really doesn't hate the Jews. Little Jimmy is also there. He likes she-mills and no one cares. Make me laugh, that's O and A. The pendulum is swinging back the other way. Make me laugh, O&A.
You've been listening to us for 4 minutes and you can't take it? You a first-time listener? Go screw.
Linger longer.
Linger longer. Oh, linger longer. Linger longer.
Linger longer.
Linger longer.
What?
That was linger.
That was my version of linger longer.
It's down to linger.
It's just got to, sometimes it just, I gotta linger longer. Linger very longer. Oh, I would sit down and listen to this song right now.
Well, yeah, this is not one of my favorite Aussies.
Nice. Opie and Anthony. Getting ready for a music marathon, huh? Who's excited? Woo!
Yeah.
Rocking the music marathon. We were talking about sports, and I forgot to mention something the Mets are doing. Their patch. Look it up for yourself. Maybe we could link it on onaradio.com. I'm embarrassed to be a Mets fan today. It looks like the Domino's Pizza kind of logo patch thing.
They're saying it is so cheap and cheesy looking.
Yeah. It says inaugural season, and then the bottom, third of the patch says 2009. That's it. That's what you get.
Amateur looking, and then you look at the Yankees one.
That's pretty cool.
And it's nothing but class.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I agree with you. And, the Mets moving into a new stadium and all that. Change your colors. Just go all in. Completely new look, new stadium, new team, obviously. They're doing a lot of trading.
People get a little crazy, though, with the changing of the uniforms and stuff. They get a little nutty. Remember what happened with the logo on the Islanders?
Well, that's...
Put the Gortons of Gloucester fishermen on the... that didn't last very long.
I don't understand what's going on with, sports merchandise, but I can't find an Islander hat that I would wear.
Yeah.
Islander T-shirt that I would wear. I finally found one. It's I don't wear it because we're the worst team in hockey. No, I actually do. I hang in there. But it's it's the old school Islander logo, and it looks like a very faded T-shirt, like you would have bought it 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
That's the best I could find. Sports merchandise stinks.
Oh, for the
Especially
Islanders.
the Mets. I'll say one thing, and wow, this is going to be tough for some people to hear, but the Boston Red Sox hat is cool. The Yankee hat is cool. Those are two teams I hate. The Mets cap sucks. I haven't been able to find a Mets hat I would wear.
They're for girls.
You look like you're 12 years old as you walk around Manhattan trying to support your favorite team, and no one understands this in the organization.
That is so true. You do look like a little kid.
There's so many Red Sox hats in New York, and whether it's a chick or dude, it looks cool. It looks like, all right, look, he's supporting his team. It's a good look. Yankees, same thing. Mets hat, every time you see one, you're like, oh, my God.
Yeah.
I've tried the black hat. I've tried the old logo hat. The old logo.
Pink one?
No, I don't try the pink one. I don't play for the pink team. But the Mets colors suck. Their logo sucks. Their hats are usually a little too small for your head to begin with. Why can't they figure that out?
I don't know. If you got the same people that are behind that patch.
Yeah, the patch is
that explains it.
Awful. All right, we got a quickie before we start the music marathon. I want to get this before 9 o'clock because we get credit right up until 9. Let the rest of the staff take care of the other hours. CBS News in Chicago says no such thing as a taint.
What?
Yeah.
Showdown over Barack Obama's Senate seat appears to be over tonight. Roland Burris expects to be sworn in this week.
It's a stunning about-face for Senate leaders. 2 weeks ago, they rejected him, saying the appointment was tainted. CBS 2's Dana Kozlov joins us with reaction to today's news.
And Rob, Roland Burris was quick to say today that there's no such thing legally as a taint.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I object.
Back to you.
I object, Your Honor. Legally, there is no taint.
Yeah.
How is that?
How is that news?
How do they say that and not know what a taint is?
We should show that bitch where the taint is.
Yeah.
Word.
Show her that taint.
Holla.
Here's your taint.
Word to your mother. All right, we're out.
Yep.
We got better things to do than hang out.
We'll break on through to the other side.
All right. All right. Yeah, I never got the catchphrase. Phones were lit, but
all right.
I give the phone calls a C- today. Sorry, guys. You're gonna have to try harder. They're always commenting about our abilities on any given day. Well, guess what? I put it back in your face. Your participation sucked today. C-. That's what I give you. What's the first song? We don't even know what the first song is in the music marathon.
We should.
What's wrong with us? What else are they doing on this station these days? Their Stump Ray.
We're doing the lead lunch.
What the hell's a lead lunch?
Led Zeppelin at lunch, and then we got a lot of twofers. And Chris Booker's back in the afternoons.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And it's,
a lead lunch?
The lead lunch.
Is that an
Led
hour of
Zeppelin?
Zeppelin?
Oh, yeah.
And what's the other one?
Sounds a little
Some
heavy.
twofers. We get some twofers in there.
We're doing twofers.
Yeah. Cool.
What's our first twofer there, Fatso?
It's not a twofer, but they're leading off with the live version of I Want You to Want Me by Cheap Trick.
Budokan!
Oh, my God. I haven't heard that song in...
Yesterday.
Hey. Now? That's a lot of people tune that in. It's a guilty pleasure.
Sure is that.
You hear it and you go, oh.
Let's see.
That's actually something that wouldn't annoy me to hear that on the radio. It's like, yeah, like it. What annoyed me is a lot of the newer stuff annoyed me. That I can listen to.
What about a little Dream Police? Da 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 da.
The Boo Police. Remember you said that, Ant?
Yeah,
I was in the car coming from the airport, and you went, the Boo Police. They were,
Boo
they
Police.
got yelled at for booing. It was just so stupid. It made me really laugh in Lincoln Tunnel traffic. Kenny, remember that?
Yes, sir.
Liar.
All right, the music marathon starts with
Cheap Trick.
Cheap Trick.
Bye, everybody.
See you tomorrow. Is this us? Yes, it is. Got a nice crowd.
You, John Wayne?
Got a nice crowd on the sidewalk.
Yeah?
I just walked by a bunch of listeners. They're still not up here for whatever reason.
Because
Poe's gone.
Poe's not in today.
Yeah.
Yar.
A lot of people called in sick today. No Danny, no Steve, no Poe, no Travis. Hi, Travis.
And I even forgot Steve wasn't here. I'm not shitting on Steve. I just forgot. Like, I thought because Danny I see in studio anyway, so I knew Danny was here.
Yes.
Steve has some kind of imaginary cold he's been fighting for. Am I wrong?
No.
Thank you. Some weird imaginary cold. He goes, I'm going to finally, take care of this cold, so I'm going to take today off. I'm like, what cold? No one even knew you had a cold.
Believe me, he's having the same conversation that Jenny Gump had to have with Forrest on the
fucking... He's got just bizarre ailments that you don't really see.
Yes. My asshole's coughing and spitting out bleachy white stuff.
Maybe he's taking care of his sweaty forehead finally.
Having it swabbed down with a penis.
Boy does know how to sweat, doesn't he?
He sure does, Anthony. He sure does. Mm. What are we doing on the XM portion of the show today? What do you guys want to do?
I think an equal mix of hijinks, shenanigans, chicanery,
nuttiness,
racism, sexism, homophobia.
No, let's the gay thing. Let's get away from that for a little while. Let's I know we'll be out of our comfort zone, but let's try to do less gay.
Less gay.
Just for a little while.
I don't know how you do that.
I know it's the go-to thing.
Certainly is.
Out of our comfort zone. Yeah.
Play some music maybe, I guess. I don't know.
That's not a bad idea.
Music marathon?
I could turn some people onto some music today.
Marathon.
What do I like lately? Man, I've been listening to some trippy stuff. That goddamn Liquid Todd, man, has turned me on to some weird shit. That zeros and ones.
I like liquid ass.
Well, we're going to be doing some more liquid ass pranks in the very near future.
I never want to smell that again.
What is that, Jimmy?
My new BlackBerry.
Boy, that thing really blasts.
That's fucking amazing.
My little iPhone doesn't
have a good speaker.
No, and one of them are on the fritz.
I'm a big fan of the BlackBerry, but I have not made the move to get the one Jimmy's got yet.
I have another number
I'm
that
waiting.
I had, and
I'm
so
waiting.
far I just got it yesterday. I don't know if I'll keep it, but so far there's a few things the iPhone is certainly better at, but I'm actually kind of digging it. Like I don't like the keyboard as much on the BlackBerry, and the little things that the iPhone's so used to, when you can like spread your fingers apart and open and make
Yes,
things bigger.
that I like.
I like that a lot too.
Let's start an over-under. Jimmy hates his BlackBerry by what day is today?
Well, no, the iPhone blew my sink yesterday. I fucking lost everything
By
since
Friday,
November.
you're going to find something you hate about that phone to the point where you want to break it.
I probably will, but I'm telling
This is
you
your
something.
third phone this week alone.
The other one I brought back the next day. I don't know.
How many phones have you had in a year?
A lot.
You can't even keep track.
I've had 2, and the only reason I've had 2 is because the other one was in my pocket when some dummy pushed me in the pool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I got this one, and
That's not bad, though. That's the iPhone.
yeah, that's not bad either.
That's not bad.
I guess mine is bad because only one little speaker works on the bottom.
Yeah, but you throw the headphones in, and then you're really.
You're
then
just rocking.
You're golden, as I would
All
always
right, Blue Healer
Yes,
from Kentucky
golden.
says, "Listen to Sad Man's Tongue" from Volbeat. Is that how you say that band's name? Travis is way more hip than I am.
It's not. No, he's not.
Yeah, he knows his shit. Volbeat, Volbeat.
He's
How
an
do you say
AIDS
that?
beard.
Give me a little Sad Man's Tongue. You're looking.
What? Sad Man's Tongue?
Yeah. It's the name of the song by Volbeat. Volbeat.
Alrighty.
If Sirius XM isn't playing it, then it's not worth my time.
Attaboy.
Not in here. Song has to blow. Thank you. That's what I say. See, I'm a company man. Let's go to James in Jersey. James.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
You, Jimmy.
Oh.
I just got that liquid ass shit yesterday.
Yep.
Oh my God! I open up the box and it's like either they sprayed it before they sent it, or one of them exploded in the bag. But I got a big whiff of shit when I opened it up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and then
That fucking liquid ass company could suck a dick. They spent, I think, $10 on advertising on this channel, and you know how much product we sold already
yeah.
for these fuck nuts?
Is that all they did? Like, they just came on real quick?
I'm not going to
and-
say who told me, Will, but he said, they bought a very, very small schedule.
They
so
sell
don't give them too much
fucking
time.
stink liquid.
Yeah, but you know what? It's perfect for our audience. They're buying stink liquid out the ass right now.
Yeah.
It smelled great when I went to a convenience store. Everybody ran away from the ATM. They didn't use it the whole day.
Yeah. You know what? I got something. I think we don't feel like doing the radio show today.
What?
So guess what? You guys do the show today.
Who, the listeners?
Yeah, we got stuff we could go to, but let them develop the show right in front of their eyes.
That sounds like
Ooh. And then we get involved like listeners?
Well, if it's something we could really get into, then we're like, okay, we'll do that for a little while. Don't suggest old bits, like stuff that is happening right now.
Start a discussion. What's on your mind this afternoon?
Well, we could start with this. Thank you, sir. So
You're
his
welcome.
liquid
Take care,
ass
guys.
is leaking in the packaging
Ew.
in his mailbox.
Sure, the mailman loved delivering that one.
Yeah. I'm going to start with this one. We got a guy. He writes, he doesn't write because okay.
Dear Casey.
Marcella, Rhode Island. You guys should watch the video of the show, Dirty Jobs. We love Dirty Jobs with Mike Rowe.
Yeah.
A guy castrates a sheep with his teeth. Fucking unbelievable.
No, he doesn't.
So let's try to find that, and maybe that's
Can't be true.
Maybe that's the direction the show goes in today. Let's see what we can develop in front of everybody's eyes today.
That can't be true.
We're starting with a blank canvas, Anthony.
It's freaking me out just thinking about it. What does he do? Does he use a knife first and then just cut the wires with his teeth? Or does he bite the scrot off?
I don't know.
And let the balls drop out? I watched the horse be castrated.
Why would you
Jimmy
watch
Jackson, because Jimmy Jackson used
live?
to do it. Yeah.
What do they do?
Jimmy Jackson used to do it. He
is that taking the ballies out?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He would just take a horse, tie up its front legs and push him over.
Yeah.
And he would just push over. And then Then when he would tie the rear leg, the rear hoof or paw to the front legs, and then take a buck knife, regular knife,
right,
and cut the bottom of the scrotum off.
Did they like that?
They hated it.
Really?
And then the balls pop right out.
Because some of these dumb animals, you do all these horrific things to it, and they're just eating grass.
No, the thing's
They're
like
grazing.
He's making noises.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then the balls pop out, and then you cut whatever's connecting the balls to everything inside. And then he took a big thing of
All right, we found the video, but why
holy
don't you
shit. Then he take a big thing of
pause
pine
that for a
tar,
second. Right,
and slap it on the wound.
And that's it?
No stitches, no nothing, just pine tar.
But does the pine tar go away, and then
Yeah, then eventually the pine tar wears off as it heals from the inside out, and then it just has no balls no more.
Huh.
Wow, I think I just saw a little piece of that footage of the guy castrating the...
Today, this is your radio show. Where are we going? We're going to start with this. So you got Dirty Jobs. You got Mike Rowe. Now, Mike Rowe's a pussy. Why isn't he doing this? Would you do this for the good TV, Ant? If they said it was safe and you weren't going to get any diseases? He's castrated. What did he just do?
That's fucking horrible, man.
You're out of your fucking mind.
Get the audio on. What? Thank you, whoever.
And now what,
I
he's
said
shoving
your
his
name
thumb
already,
up
but-
his ass? This guy has a sexual problem with sheep.
Over here. Yeah, let's start this over.
Fucking animal to do that to an animal, that motherfucker.
Maybe it doesn't hurt. Maybe it's the way they do
I love
it.
when people say it doesn't hurt the animal.
Yeah, go ahead.
Try.
Here we go.
Right.
Dirty Jobs.
Don't let it kick. I imagine it might want to kick
All right, Mike Rowe is holding the sheep.
That's the scrotum. How old is this lamb? He's probably close to 3 weeks. Hey, those are the testicles. Those are the testicles. You get in here and you squeeze them out. Oh, my God. What the hell are you doing, man? What in the name of all the...
Oh, my God. And then he takes the testicles out with his teeth.
Yeah,
Lambs are castrated to make sure that only sheep with desirable wool are bred. Healthy males with the right coloring are left intact.
Jim, get over here. What happened? That's docking for real? The docking is actually the cutting of the tail. And that's... Okay, now go ahead and flip him kind of up. Sit him on his tail. That way it'll kind of... Like this? Cut the bleeding off.
That fucking poor animal.
And then while you do that... What the hell? I do the ear mark. Right. Kick that, we're going to go ahead and set him back inside.
Put him back down.
Man, we deserve everything that's coming for us. We really do.
Whether it's fucking nuclear disaster, volcanoes,
Oh, we so deserve it.
global warming, alien invasion.
When it finally fucking happens, the animal's going to be like, about fucking time. What we do to animals, and I swear I'm not an animal guy.
Dude, he pulled the fucking testicles out with his teeth.
But they wouldn't show this on TV unless it's a very normal practice that probably doesn't hurt the animal that much. I would guess.
No,
That fucking animal
would guess.
is in agony
it's
when
just
getting
common.
bitten off.
It's just such common practice that it's accepted. Now they're branding them. This
They
is
bit
just yeah.
Can we get Mike Rowe on the phone?
Biting the testicles.
Possibly. Because the fucking wool isn't the right color. And you know what, man? Fucking, as much as PETA can be annoying.
They are.
Yeah, but there is a purpose to them. And it's like, they would fucking be on this guy so fucking badly, they would make the company not allow this dirtbag to bite an animal's balls off because its wool isn't the
Yeah,
right
but then
color.
you know what your fucking wool sweater's going to cost you?
Fuck wool, it itches.
You know what your wool fucking whatever you wear is going to cost you?
Well, you know what? If we have to pay an extra fucking quarter so that an animal's fucking balls aren't bitten off, then I don't know. Are we that fucked up? Do we need a wool sweater that bad? Holy shit, are we a fucking bunch of cunts?
I'm not angry yet because I really want to. Maybe someone can help us out with this. Maybe the fucking sheep doesn't feel it.
Like, do
I
you
don't
know what it would take to anesthetize every fucking sheep they gotta castrate? It would the money and time that it would take when you could just bite their balls right off.
Fair enough, but then we wonder, like, well, how terrible. How could someone run into a fucking innocent civilian yelling Allah Akbar with a fucking bomb strapped to him? And I'm not saying that that's the same thing, but it is the same complete indifference to something else.
Well, they don't have the divine spark of life that we have.
Exactly.
They can't go to heaven.
Do you know what I mean, though?
They don't get to go to heaven. only we do.
No.
It's different, but it's the same part of the brain working. It is the same absolute indifference to the suffering of something else.
It is
needlessly.
really odd that people can do that.
And yet, as Americans, we sit around and go, how can anybody behave that way? Oh, look, hold his legs open and bite his fucking balls off.
We like the payoff to other people doing our dirty work.
Yeah.
That's what we do. I love a good steak. I don't want to shoot a bolt through the poor little guy's head.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I might not like wool sweaters. Some people do. A nice Van Heusen sometimes.
They're not wool, though. They were, what was it?
Rayon.
Rayon.
Jacron. Polyester.
Shite.
Shite.
They were actually
Is
the
there a
Poles.
worse brand?
No, it's the awful. They were actually a collection of bitten off sheep testicles that you'd wear.
They collect mole hair.
Yeah, but if they, I didn't put the audio on. What a bastard I am.
Well, Mike Rowe bit the testicles in this same episode.
No, he didn't.
And I would imagine he wouldn't be risking his career, so someone had to say something that, look, this is normal practice.
No, he didn't.
They would not allow this on Dirty Jobs unless they did a lot of research and found out that this is certainly okay in the sheep community.
Opie, you give them...
Shit, I can't even watch it. It's like fucking...
Steve's not answering his phone? No. He should still be producing the fucking radio show from his fucking
No, he's
house.
not going to do that.
Especially if he has a fucking cold.
You give them...
Look
at the animal. Look at the
it's
fucking
kicking.
animal
It's
struggling to get out. Oh.
He's like, you just bit
Come
my
on, Mike.
fucking balls off. He's making a face like you just bit my balls off.
And they
you
cut the
motherfucker.
tail off, too?
It's a legitimate job. Like, that's why he's allowed to do it.
Right.
Like a slaughterhouse. But the animal's fucking...
He'd
How do you
be-
do that to a fucking animal,
He
man?
ain't being slaughtered. He gets to run around after this is done.
Walk around. How fast is he running? His ball
And they
is bit
cut
off.
the tip of his ear off. They're cutting his tail off. Look at this fucking... Look at this leather-faced fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre nutty
The
motherfucker.
guy's got blood all over his his fucking clothes. I think this guy loves what he does.
We're just a fucking sickening, and it's not just it's all people. We're just fucking sickening because there are things that we could do gentler, and we don't.
Jimmy Crisco has a little problem with what
money.
you said.
Of course he does. Why wouldn't
It's a
he?
she,
watch that again.
Crisco from
Whatever.
Wagbag, a regular.
Good.
There's a huge fucking difference, Jimmy. We're killing sheep for wool sweaters. They're killing people because they don't agree with their way of life.
Now, what Crisco, who's obviously
We're not mass slaughtering sheep because we disagree with their politics. Holy shit.
no, stupid fucking Crisco. What I said was, you idiot, that it is a difference. I said it was different, but it's the same part of the brain, which is a complete indifference to something else, to something that is fucking barbaric. It's the same part of the fucking brain.
Right,
And
yeah.
I certainly don't agree with Islam, but hey, you want to fucking play that game? What's fucking a higher ethic? Killing yourself and somebody else for whatever crazy God reason you have, or because you want a nicer sweater, biting the fucking balls off of something that's innocent and defenseless. And I don't even disagree with it that it's different, but it's like, don't get into that fucking self-righteous game, stupid.
Wow.
Yeah, I hear what Jimmy's
Shut up.
saying. It's like the same type of...
The same side of the brain,
Like,
man.
I couldn't do this. I couldn't fucking do this job. They're God damn it.
Well, you got to check out this video out there in Radio Land.
What
And
the
this should make This should make Jimmy very happy. At the end of the episode, they fried up the testicles and ate them.
But it's like, what a fucking scumbag way to do it.
Yeah.
What a scumbag way to do it, man.
Well, why do they do it? No one has answered
Because
the
they don't
question
give
yet.
a fuck. It's probably so they don't reproduce so the
But
wool is
why?
better.
But they probably have in their in their minds, a legit reason why they do it this way. I just want to know. What are they saying?
Why are they cutting off with a knife?
Who saw the episode?
I don't know.
Because it's probably the easiest way to do it without any tools.
Mm-hmm.
One person holds it. The other person squeezes with his hands, so
Right.
they both got their hands full. So you'd need a third person if you wanted to do it
No one
surgically.
No one makes me laugh is comments like this. Boys, it's a radio show. We can't see this. Just turn on
Holy
the-
shit! Do you have a fucking computer? You 1970
have an
cunt
or nation. Let's start there. You can
Yeah.
imagine what we're talking about. A sheep is being held. They put a little slit, and then they pull the fucking testicles out by their teeth. That's good radio, my friends.
Yeah.
You don't actually need to see the video. And guess what? With the new technology today, now you might
can.
go, you know what? I'm going to make a note, and I got to now see that video because of the Opie and Anthony show.
Yeah.
Work with us.
But you're right, too. Yeah.
Here.
It's fucking radio, so we describe what we're seeing.
Mm-hmm.
What are you supposed to do? That's what radio's been for years.
Okay.
Yeah, dummy. You should have your balls bitten off.
All right, we got...
No, the dad should have, so we'd have to deal with this.
Now we got some answers to the questions we're asking. Let's go with Jay in Virginia. Jay?
The reason they bite the testicles off is because it's a rougher wound. It causes less bleeding than a clean cut. So it bleeds less, which causes less pain for the animal. But they do it as a regular practice. But there is an easier way nowadays. They got what's called banding. It's very small but very thick rubber band. They pull both testicles out, stretch the rubber band over, and that cuts the blood circulation off, which causes them to rot off instead of cut off.
I think they're showboating a little bit.
I completely agree.
I'm
dude.
sure after the slit, they could probably maybe take some prongs or something, and take the testicles out. But they're like, look what we can do with our teeth. Same thing as the what are they called? The fucking
forceps.
It sounds like thong. Sounds tongues.
It's fucking human beings' pathetic attempt at being real fucking hunter animals. Be gritty with my teeth. We're fucking soft-skinned faggots who need guns or elephants would step on us. It's okay that we have to do that to protect ourselves, but don't try to get gritty by biting off a sheep's fucking balls.
You love my guns?
No, I'm not. I don't mean I like that. I'm talking about like to defend ourselves against animals.
What's happening out there?
Well,
all of a sudden they started jockeying around.
Let's say hi to Brian.
How about they do it to a
Utah.
fucking lion? Or how about a wasp? How about you pick up a hornet and bite its balls off, you fucking faggot? A sheep. Gotta have the guy hold it so its little sheep legs. At least hold it down yourself. Fucking puss.
All right, we got a guy that does this for a living. I've castrated a sheep before. Brian, give us some knowledge, will you?
Yeah, I haven't. I don't do it now, but I have done it when I was a kid. And the reason they do that is because it's cost effective. It's a lot faster. They just cut the top off, squeeze the balls, pull them out with their teeth, throw a little medicine on there, flip them over, cut the tail off, and on to the next one. But they don't use their teeth. They use their lips. They pull their lips over the teeth and pull it out very gently. If they bite them, it hurts the lamb a lot. They just yank them right out.
Why do they cut the tail off?
They cut the tail off because their tail and their balls take protein to grow. So if they take the tail and the balls off, the lambs actually grow more meat.
Good. Good.
I love how we figure this shit out.
They take the tails off so they grow more meat. Good.
You will tell me when you stop biting those lamb's balls off, won't you, Brian?
They don't bite the tail, they cut the tail, but actually the used ones are going to keep, they cut the tails off right up next to the skin so they can breathe.
Yeah.
If the tail's in the way, they can't breathe. So the ones
cool.
that keep cut right off next to the lamb.
Fucking scumbag
All right, thank
industry.
you, Brian.
Holy shit, do I hate people.
I know it's the listeners' show today. We're just going wherever they take us, but I just have to break out of this for 2 seconds to say Hillary Clinton is doing her confirmation hearing.
Yeah.
And that pussy-whipped Chuck Schumer, why is he sitting right next to her during this whole thing?
Because he is her fucking lapdog. He has been for years.
What, is there any reason he has to be there? Except for showing support.
Yeah, showing support.
Is that it?
I would gather. What else is he going to do?
Huh.
Oh.
All right, but it's not our show today. It's the listener's show. Let's go with Brian in Delaware. Brian?
Yeah, what's up, guys? Happy birthday, Jimmy.
Oh, thanks, Bri.
Hey, man, the liquid ass gimmick, it works wonders in a nightclub when you got some, like, Justin Timberlake guy, trying to take all the women.
Mm-hmm.
You walk up behind him, you scored a couple drops on the back of the pant leg. It really works nice. I mean, it'll clean the house real quick. But I was going to ask y'all, why support Liquid Ass when they've been supporting Bubba for 3 years? He's been advertising for 3 years with them. That's why y'all ain't getting the money.
Hey, I don't care, Bubba.
Actually, that's where they designed the smell from. His seat.
It's liquefied audio of his show.
What?
Punch it out.
You want to talk about that fucking loser hillbilly? Go to his fucking website and see how he did blind boxing recently.
Yeah. Nice one.
And why don't you go ask that fucking redneck hillbilly where he got that idea from? Cocksucker.
Well, it seems...
No one did blind boxing before we did. No one. Go fuck yourself.
Hillary's going to catch a little problem because of Bill.
What do you mean? What are they trying
that's
to
the only
say?
flack. Well, Bill Clinton, in certain ways, he's made money and things like that. But they say she'll skate through. She'll be like, I don't know any Bill Clinton. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, there were a lot of buffers. Now she'll skate.
Listen, here we go. Jimmy, Jimmy, you're getting fucking tedious. Stop eating meat then. Just because you admit your hypocrisy doesn't make you less annoying.
I don't care. Whoever the listener is,
that would be TJ Joseph from I Can.
Well, you know what, TJ? You got an option. Fucking keep listening to it, stupid, because I'll say whatever I want.
And then Pete from Jersey. Jimmy, stop crying about the animals. Their food, their clothing, not people. Cry for people. Animals would
shut the fuck up.
Animals would eat your guts while you're still alive without a worry.
Shut up. Yeah, but they wouldn't bite my balls off and fucking eat my tailbone off to fatten me up. Fucking and bite my ear off. Dumb motherfuckers. I don't care if people agree. You can write in all the stupid instant feedback you want. I'm not saying this for people to agree with me. I don't give a shit. Dude, what's the matter? You don't like to look at the fucking... You don't like to look at at how fucking close to home... What's the matter? It makes you realize that you don't have as much right to complain about when other people are pieces of shit towards other people? Because you see how we act?
I couldn't do that to a little lamb, but I'll eat a fucking lamb chop in a second. Those are some tasty fucking...
Oh, God, I love lamb chops.
Oh.
They are delicious.
Oh, you ever have a little rack of lamb? Oh, the rack of lamb, they take them ribs and they put the little things on top of them and put them in a circle. And you just, oh, it's so good. Fuck them and their balls.
I was looking at my steak the other night and I was like, man, I don't want to know what part of the body it came from because they make it look so appetizing, right?
Yeah.
They should make a law that they have to serve food with the head still attached, and then we'll see.
No matter what it is?
No matter what it
like
is.
Even if it's a little piece of steak, it's got a giant fucking steer head on it.
And then we'll see how many meat eaters are still out there. Put the fucking... Well, let's just put the face, not even the head, the face of the thing you're eating on the plate.
Oh, that I wouldn't bother me at all.
It wouldn't bother you?
It's delicious.
When they put out the whole fish for you and you see the fish head. And
especially fish. Who cares about that?
I don't care as much about that. You're right.
Are you going to get all upset when you're eating a scallop? But you're looking at a shell on a
But
plate?
just imagine if they put the little cow face on your plate.
Cow face.
Enjoy your steak.
Stupid thing sticking its tongue up its nostril, sucking snot out of there. Good for him.
The chicken head with the eyes just frozen in time as you're trying to enjoy some chicken breast.
Yeah, all right, chicken heads are pretty disgusting.
What other heads would just drive you nuts?
What other heads we got?
What other ones? What's a good one?
In fucking Chinatown, when they just hang the chickens up like that.
Unbelievable,
the
right?
head's still on, the beaks.
It's amazing. You cut off
Best part! Really?
You cut a couple parts off the chicken, and now it looks like it's...
everything's fine. It's edible. It's
fine.
Just food.
Don't have the little chicken feet still attached or nothing.
You don't want anything that makes it look like a thing that was alive.
Huh?
That had stuff that made it walk. Yeah. I guess you have to eliminate every bit of what gave it locomotion.
Yeah.
Get rid of its wings.
Mm-hmm.
Get rid of its fucking feet.
Mm-hmm.
The head. And then you just got the torso.
Yeah.
That's it. Hang that up.
Could you eat like meat and stuff if the face or the head was...
Oh, yeah, it wouldn't bother me.
Really?
I wouldn't want the fucking, fuzzy, rotting steer head near me, but if it's... I've been to... You've been to these dumb theme restaurants where they got a big fucking steer head on the wall?
Yeah.
With the big horns?
That's easy.
And then you're eating. You're looking at the fucking thing.
Dude, I went back to that place where you ordered the 5-pound lobster because you were pissed off at our agent. I finally went back there.
Yeah, it was a good one.
And they brought me a whole fish. And then the guy's cutting it up for me, and he goes, you got to try the eye. It's the best part. Or
No, it's not.
No, not the eye. I'm sorry. The cheek. of this certain
fish cheek? Well, how do you know a fish has a cheek?
He called it the fish cheek, and he says it's the best part of the fish. It was disgusting. Of course it was. I had to try it, but it was disgusting.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck? I ain't eating fish cheeks. No, thank you. More on the castration of the sheep. It's the listener show. Aunt Earl Flynn used to castrate animals. Used to watch any of these interest you, just let me know. Used to watch sheep get castrated as a kid. I think we kind of did that. If you don't want bad wool and sheep mating, build a fence. I like this idea. Alex in Philly.
Yo, first time on?
Yeah.
Happy birthday, James.
Thank you, man.
If they want to keep the wool pure, why don't they just build a fucking fence?
That would kind of solve everything, right?
No, that would be very not cost effective because you'd have to put a fence in.
Mm-hmm. You got to keep them separated. What, you going to have separate fucking places for them when they're eating and everything? Fuck that. Too expensive. Bite their balls off.
Let's say hi to Arch on Long Island. Arch.
What do you say, guys?
Hey.
How many people to this day still do not eat veal because of that City Slickers movie, Billy Crystal, with that little calf named Norman?
I don't eat veal once I found out what they do to get it. It's just a personal choice. I don't eat it.
Well, man, what they do to chickens isn't much better.
I'm not saying, again, yeah.
I just don't eat veal because I never got into veal. It's the only reason.
Oh, veal.
You like the veal, right, Aunt?
I like veal marsala.
Oh, is that so? You eat Norman?
I could give a fucking shit. It doesn't bother me. Like I said, if we weren't top of the food chain, love eating Norman. Something comes down here and decides we're tasty, and we're fucked. To serve man, it's a cookbook.
Yeah. All right, let's go to Holly in St. Petersburg. It's the listener show today. We just sit back. We got plenty of stuff to go to, but you know what? We'll try this out today. Holly, what's up?
Hey, guys. First-time caller.
Thank you, Holly.
But I wanted to say that this animal talk and everything last night, I watched the show, and it was so disturbing that I survived on the biography channel. And these old people were hiking in the woods, and this mountain lion attacked the guy, and he's, like, telling his wife to take the ballpoint pen out of his back pocket and stab it in the eye. And they lived, but the thing, ripped the guy's head off.
The guy died? Or
No, he lived. She dragged him up to the road, and she was trying to flag somebody down, and, the first guy that she tried to flag down drove around her and sped off. And then the second time, these workers came, and it was she looked like she was like your mom, and she was just, so scared, and she says, and I had to poke the mountain lion in the eye with this ballpoint pen.
That tests your love. I know a lot of us out there say to our spouse, I love you more than anything. What is the more than anything part? Like, if a mountain lion is attacking your wife, are you going to hang out and try to save her, or are you running and saying, well, I guess the love wasn't that strong after all?
You should say I love you more than a lot of things.
But everyone says I love you more than anything.
Many things.
Yes. But the more than anything has never really been tested.
No.
I love you more than a bevy of things.
That is, I love you more than anything, hanging around, getting the ballpoint fucking pen out and poking the mountain lion in the eye.
Well, if you remember, chimpanzee guy who got his balls ripped off by a chimp's teeth.
Yeah.
See, look at that guy. He got his fucking balls ripped off.
Yeah.
He didn't like it.
And they said the problem is they were trying to wear a fat man sweater. And exactly, look at how we react to that. It's funny. Look at how we react to that. How could they should shoot those chimps.
Yeah.
All they wanted was some birthday cupcakes. Fat boy and thumbless wife didn't want to give the chimps cupcakes. So the chimps were like, well, you're going to give cupcakes up. And now you lose your nose and balls.
I'm a big your full face, your balls, and one of your feeties.
I'm a big fan when animals fight back and get the best of us. I love those videos more than anything.
But that's a great.
Love it.
Well, that woman, she jumped in though to try to help out the hubby. So I guess
I love you more than anything.
That's a ballsy fucking move.
I love you more than anything.
Yeah, bitter thumb off.
Yeah. It cost her a title. She had an 8-year run as best Fonzie impressionist, and she lost because it was 2 days before the competition, and she had to stay in the hospital thumbless.
She could only hitchhike northbound.
But yeah, it's amazing. Like that one example of animals ripping off human balls and how that was front page news. Crazy.
Yeah. All right, we're going to take a break. It's your show today. Where are we going next? We'll find out after we hear from what? What are they playing right now? Does it matter? Same promos over and over and over again. Oh, my God. In between our show and Ron and Fez, it's unlistenable. To Steve, who runs the channel.
There should be something there.
To Steve, who runs the channel, it's unlistenable.
Yeah, it's just promo after promo.
Promo after promo after promo.
Time.
And then it's the promos that they started the break with again. It is unlistenable that they can't figure that shit out. I don't know.
Anything in there. Fucking music.
It's horrendous. Because you want to keep the listenership up, and you want one show to seg into the other nicely.
Right.
But sometimes at 5 or 10 minutes, whatever it is, between the two shows.
It's a long time.
It's unfucking listenable.
So when I'm driving home and I want to, pop on Ron and Fez, and I turn them on like a few minutes early, and that's all you get. It's like, oh, fuck.
Nothing against the sponsors. It's how it's being played on the channel.
Yeah.
It's obviously filler. Well, find this. Oh, we need 30 seconds. All right, play this promo that just ran 2 minutes ago. Okay, we need another 30 seconds. Play that promo again. It doesn't matter that they just heard that. Right?
Yeah, I should put something a little
that seems like it would be
in there.
An easy fix. All right, we'll continue with your show next. Opie and Anthony, blah, blah, blah. JB from Ontario. It's your show today. You guys are giving us some suggestions on the instant feedback and on the phones, and then we're going to just run with some of this stuff today. JB in Ontario writes, hey guys, not sure if you covered this on the FM side, but I heard a funny story on the news last night saying that an Illinois couple was married at a Taco Bell.
Oh, yeah.
LMAO, only in America, the land of opportunity. Ha ha. And then he has to write, the lucky couple got a free combo.
Oh, is that what they got?
We do have the story, though.
Why would they? Oh, we've loved Taco Bell. We met at Taco Bell. What is it? They meet there?
I don't know. Let's find out.
There was nothing normal about this wedding in Norm.
This guy again.
Yeah.
Somebody on our staff found this guy. I love when this guy tells us the news.
There was nothing normal about this wedding in Normal, Illinois. Paul and Kara Brooks said their I-do's inside a Taco Bell. The bride and groom met on the internet. She moved to the U.S. from Australia. He proposed on New Year's Eve.
We didn't want to do things in the traditional sense. We're a little bit of an offbeat couple, so we figured we wanted to have an offbeat ceremony, and Taco Bell is the closest thing we have to a church, so this is where we like to hang out. This is where we wanted to do it.
It's more comfortable, I think, than most weddings because people are somewhere where they're comfortable. It's not like stuffed into a church or in a courthouse or anything like that.
The restaurant got into the act with romantic hot sauce packets and wedding bell balloons. Wedding guests could snack on tacos that go for under $1. The food wasn't the only inexpensive part. The bride's hot pink wedding gown cost just $15.
There you go. Are you a fan of the silly wedding yet?
No. I'm a fan of any wedding.
Well, I understand that, but I mean, when you...
Silly wedding.
When you see, like, the scuba divers getting married underwater or getting married in a hot air balloon, or... Does it just make you go... Ugh?
Yeah, it's a gag.
Yeah.
Taking something sacred and turning it into a joke. I'll have a gag divorce.
A gag divorce?
Yeah, like a scuba diver. And then you give them each a knife, and whoever cuts the other one's oxygen supply gets to keep everything.
You bring up a good point, though. Why not the gag divorce? You're scuba diving with the one that she still thinks you're into it, and next thing you know, like some other diver comes out of nowhere with a little message.
Yeah.
He's fucking his secretary. Go fuck yourself. He
serves
wants a
your
divorce.
papers.
Underwater or something, right?
Maybe surfaces too quickly, gets the bends.
Yeah. See, people don't think these days. The silly wedding has been done a million times. Do the silly divorce. Now you're talking. Now you're talking some good coverage out there.
Yeah, unfortunately, people don't have a sense of humor when they're going through divorce.
That doesn't matter. Let's say hi to Don in Baltimore. Don.
Is that Don on the phone?
Yeah. Don in Baltimore. Go Ravens.
Go Ravens.
Yeah.
Who are the Ravens playing? I'm embarrassed I don't even know who's left in this thing. Is it the Steelers?
Yep.
Go Steelers. Come on.
Come on. But, hey, what about that little baby that got born?
I love how we just had a come on thing.
come on.
I went, come on, and then you went, come on, back.
Well.
It was nice.
Baltimore, we're a bunch of followers, right?
I hate Baltimore.
Nice.
Baltimore. Although when you're taking that, Excella and they bring you through the neighborhoods that they filmed The Wire in. Wow, that's some good viewing out your window.
Yeah, it's awesome. We love our town, especially the crackheads and the eight dealers. But what about the baby with the foot in his brain? Did you hear about that? He was born a foot in his brain, like part of another foot, and they took it out.
Wow, we got a lot of people working behind the scenes of the show, and that one has slipped by us.
Wow.
It was on the Today Show. The baby and the family were on this morning.
Well, like a conjoined twin foot was in his brain?
They say it was like a tumor that was like, whatever, but...
How'd they know he had it? Did he say, like, I can't stop thinking about toes?
Yeah, well, he's like, I'm always smelling feet. What's up?
Yeah. There's the pic. Oh, crap. Wow, that is a baby foot. And where was that? God.
In the brain.
In the brain of what?
Probably.
Wait, the baby didn't make it?
No, we did.
He lived.
Wait, what, Iraq? You got a mic in front of you.
He must have been great at headstands.
I don't know.
No, we need more on this story. What?
Well, he's got a thing on his feet.
Wait, I'm looking at a really disgusting picture, and it looks like that thing did not survive. But you're telling me the baby's still alive?
What I heard from the news story is that they also found like other parts of bodies when they started going deeper into this tumor. Like they found, I think they said like a butt cheek, but I might have misheard that.
Oh wait, that's the whole tumor we're seeing after they removed it?
Yeah, they think it's it was the fetal twin that didn't quite make it.
It's also a teratoma, which is a type of tumor where the cells think there's something else. Yeah. So they'll have teeth in them.
Yeah, hair.
Or hair, eyes.
They get all confused and just start making something they're not supposed to make.
I love that shit. Stupid cells.
I think I'm gonna make myself into a nose. But you're in the stomach, sir. I just feel like I need to be a nose.
Imagine pulling a tumor out of your stomach and there's teeth on it, how silly it'd feel.
Yeah.
They said
to brush them.
It's disgusting.
Floss them.
Yeah.
They said they cut the kid open and it just popped out of the brain. It just shot out as soon as they cut the head open.
What, the foot?
The foot.
Yeah.
Wow. It actually went, hi-yah.
A little kick.
Yeah.
All right, I'm out. Thanks a lot, guys. Good job.
All right, a lot of people are nervous when I say go Steelers. I don't care. That's the difference with the sports curse. I don't really care. The best I can tell you is I'm going to take a peek at the game. That's it. That is it.
I'm not even going to do that.
Huh?
I have no interest in the Super Bowl.
And why hasn't anyone brought up the fact that Plaxico just fucked his team up?
Yeah.
Giants fans, where are you? They didn't need that controversy at the end of the year. What?
I just said my fat stomach.
Oh, Jimmy.
I just saw it as you were talking. I moved it, jiggled. I was like, really? Well, the Giants didn't have to suspend him either. I mean, he didn't get convicted of anything.
Well, it's that whole goody two-shoes thing. An image.
Fuck the NFL and fuck the Giants. They should have kept him until he's convicted. Once you're convicted...
You just got to go with your players. Who gives a shit what they're up to, when they're not on the field? I don't give a crap.
Yeah. Well, he's not a kid fucker. Who gives a turkey?
Give me all these animals. I'll put a team together.
How many of the Cowboys were criminals a few years back when they actually had a good team?
Would so be my quarterback if I had a franchise. I wouldn't give a shit. Get him out of jail and get him on that field. I'll just ignore all the controversy. I don't care. I just want to see the best players on that field. I don't give a shit what they do behind the scenes.
Who cares?
By the way, we said that Dungy quit football yesterday, and supposedly there's some nice crying audio.
Come on.
Seems like a lot of people are dropping the ball today. We're big fans of the crying audio. If we can find that. I guess he didn't make it one sentence without, blubbering. So can we find that, please? Let's say hi to Trip in Georgia. Trip.
Hello.
Hey, Trip.
Love you. Love the show.
Love your show.
Yeah.
Love your suit.
Love your suit.
There's a guy in Texas on death row. Pulled his other eyeball out and ate it because he pulled the first one out about 3 years ago when they first put him in prison.
What?
Toughened his nipples, didn't it? tell me, Mom, when it's your brain-footed baby lying on the slab.
Dummy alert, dummy alert, dummy alert, dummy alert.
Oh?
Going backwards, Reading from Whackbag writes, Opie, I think Plaxico would have had a tough time playing with that hole in his leg.
Well, you know, that...
Dummy alert, dummy alert.
That is a good point.
Dummy alert.
May have been on the disabled list a while with a bullet hole in your leg.
I call myself out as far as the dummy alert goes. Maybe he would have healed.
How bad could it have been?
I'm going to try to hang in there. Maybe he would have been all right.
Wrap it up.
For the game this past Sunday.
Shoot it up with some cortisone.
You know what? I'm not going to be made a dummy yet. I'm thinking he could have played this past Sunday.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Bum.
It was a superficial.
Yeah, it was.
Was it a superficial? I don't even know.
That's what they said.
All right. Where else do you want to go? Let's go to Brett in Rochester. Brett?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hey.
Hey.
Well, last week at a Sabers game, we were playing Ottawa, and Jarko Ruutu of Ottawa went and bit Andrew Peters of the Sabers. It was fucking ridiculous. Like, there's a whole video of it on YouTube.
It's
you can
not
just go
ridiculous.
Buffalo Sabres bite and find it.
Is that allowable?
It's not ridiculous. Hockey
it's
should
not.
allow
In fact,
this.
You know, the funny thing is, we got, the Sabres got a, what the hell is it called, unsportsmanlike penalty because he got bit and started waving his hand and started freaking out because this ain't fucking boxing. We're not playing Tyson.
Right.
Hell.
I think they should allow biting in hockey. Because then the shock of the players, did he just fucking bite me? And then you would get bloodier fights. And that's all. I'm all about the bloody fights. I don't care what it takes to get the fight quota up. I'm all about the fights. And he got suspended?
Actually, I don't think he got suspended. In fact, the Buffalo Sabres got the penalty for that whole entire incident, which I was pretty pissed off about.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for bringing that to everyone's attention. I did read about that. I didn't think it was worth bringing to the show. But it is your show today, so.
Yes.
Hey, Dungy did not cry. I'm getting a Ron and Fez spy report.
What the fuck?
He didn't shed one goddamn tear, but the owner of the team did, according to multiple sources on instant feedback.
Well, that's different.
Hence why the boys did not bring the crying audio to our attention. All right, in between trying to figure out where the listeners want to go with this show, we got this uncomfortable moment from a news program.
And a naked intruder named Michael Dick is under arrest after barging into an elderly woman's home. The 88-year-old homeowner says at first she wasn't sure what to do when Dick walked right in through her side.
Hey,
laughing at Dick.
Someone's calling you out, Ant. Tell Ant to quit e-trading and join the show. It's apparent the show is his second most important task right now. Is that true, my friend?
No.
Are you e-trading?
No, I don't even have E-Trade up.
All right.
Who the fuck said that?
It's somebody that doesn't want to leave his name.
Who is it?
It's 540, the whole number thing.
Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself is his
The
answer.
listeners pop on. If they got shit to say, what am I supposed to have a genius fucking response to everything you stupid fucking listeners call in with? You've sucked shit. We leave the show to you for a while, and your subject matter sucks. You're supposed to make gold out of what? Am I an alchemist? Make gold out of shit? Fuck you. We don't like it. Leave.
Well, they know you e-trade from time to time, and they thought maybe you were e-trading. That's all.
What's the market doing?
I don't even know.
Down 1,500.
What happened to our 9,000?
It's that went away. Oh, that went away.
Now we're right around 8,500 today.
That's good, right?
Yeah,
that's all right.
That was up 20, so not get much action.
We're hanging in there.
Yep. I just read my.
I think the crisis is over.
I think you're right, and I'm starting to go back in to get some of the money back. And I don't know what to do yet. Metal Tires. There's a company that specializes in metal tires.
Metal tires?
Yeah, and I feel they have a big future.
Yeah.
Because people like the sound it makes when you go over a curb going 50 miles an hour. A metal tire. You know how unpleasant they would be in potholes?
The Metal Tire Company, yeah.
Yes. Clang!
Oh, would that hurt your back?
Your head on the. Because I want to take all these stupid cloth inside of the car and just have metal cars so people are comfy in their seats.
I don't think you'd get much traction. think you'd slide on the ice.
No, I mean, you'd probably, all right, that's something to look at.
Metal tires.
So they're heated, too.
Oh.
They're heated tires.
Oh.
The long plug.
I want a billion.
Your idea stinks.
I want a billionaire that just has, obviously, all his money to burn to come up with, like, the most ridiculous product ever and insist, no matter what the people around him say, no, we're going to do this thing.
How about this? A car that explodes if you slam the door too hard.
And you just insist. You make them. You have them just sit. Have them sit at the car dealership. Oh, and you tell everybody what the deal is. But it's the car only costs $10 or something. But you don't care because you got money to burn.
Yeah.
With the trunk of the car, you open it and it's just a toilet seat, and people will be like, "Well, I don't want to use the bathroom in the trunk of my car," and like, "Well, it's not an option. It comes standard." And there's an open hole over the road, so you're just shitting onto the highway.
You signed up for this too, It's in the small print. You have to shit out of your own car.
And it's freezing because it's cold out.
Yeah.
Trying to make a dookie. I like that so far.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Or a car with the steering wheel right in the middle.
Yeah?
Like right in between the passenger and driver seats. You have no room for anything except you have two giant buckets of marbles. So when you make sharp turns, they make that marble in a bucket sound. Two giant buckets of marbles. You have to move them when you get in and out of the car. It'd be so inconvenient.
That would be so inconvenient.
Yeah, 30-pound bucket of marbles.
And you're sitting in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't like that.
Yeah, so you have to put your arm in the marble bucket. They try to relax.
What about your passengers?
It's a two-seater. There's you, there's the marble buckles, and then behind you, there's a fucking, there's like 5 toilet paper dispensers and then a seat for your passenger. That's what you do. And you have like gun ports on the side.
I don't think it's going to sell.
Your passenger can jerk off out the fucking passenger window.
Someone's taking my billionaire idea, and God, I hope we could say this without getting in trouble, because, all we try to do here is tell jokes and make people laugh and forget about their misery out there. Redding from Whackbag writes, Opie, a billionaire has already done what you're talking about. It's called Howard 100 and Howard 101.
Ah.
Is that too far, or do I get the email?
Nah.
Let's play. Fine. Do I get the email? Do I get the email?
No.
Or the phone call? And then somebody needs to find this for us. Blake Daly, he writes, hey guys, Google Cambodian Midget Fighting League versus Lion. It's an old story, but I've never heard you guys talk about it. Did we talk about this one?
This one I think is bullshit.
I just heard about it on the Ricky Gervais podcast. Please find that and discuss. So we'll see if we can discuss that.
I'm pretty sure
it's
your bullshit, though.
All right, let's find out for ourselves. Anchors have trouble getting through stories. That's where we were.
Yeah.
So I don't know where the trouble is, but we'll find out.
And a naked intruder named Michael Dick is under arrest after barging into an elderly woman's home. The 88-year-old homeowner says at first she wasn't sure what to do when Dick walked right in through a sliding glass door and began pushing her around.
I thought it was somebody I knew, but then seeing him without clothing, it's nobody, I kept saying, no, no, no. And then I said, Holy Mother, and then I said, God, and he stopped. And that's when I reached around and grabbed him.
Reach around. So she grabbed him.
And the old reach around, nice.
Yeah, well,
that's a trooper.
No kidding.
And police say she grabbed him in the testicles because she remembered seeing a story on the news where another woman did the same thing in that situation, and she survived. It worked. Dick ran away. He was caught a few minutes later after the homeowner called police.
He ejaculated at her forearm.
I'm glad you had to read that story.
You guys didn't help me any out here, but I got through it. The CIA has found a way to firm up its relationship with warlords in Afghanistan.
The Washington Post says agents are trading Viagra for key information about terrorists. In one case, they gave a few pills to a 60-year-old warlord with
4 younger wives. Now, a few days later, he gave agents detailed information about Taliban movements in exchange for more pills. The agents say the pills could put chieftains, quote, back in an authoritative position, unquote. I think they were trying to get
You can read
us.
anything, can't you?
No, but they were trying to get us on those last two stories, and we persevered.
Happy New Year.
We persevered. Happy New Year.
She
The
could not
laughing
take it.
newsman. I know. It's just crazy.
Yes.
It's like a Carol Burnett moment happening.
Snopes, which of course dispels urban legends.
Yeah, but they're a bunch of liars.
No, I think they're pretty reputable.
They're liars.
Very reputable. Lions versus midgets equals false.
Abu.
Yep. I remember. I read that a while back, and it came up false. I go to Snopes and people forward me crap. Get that forwarded stuff, and it's like, did you hear that this person said this? And then you go to Snopes, you pop their name, and it goes, no, it's bullshit. And then you send it back,
How do you know it's
CC'd
not-
with everyone that the forward was forwarded to.
Right.
So you make whoever sent the original thing look like an ass. How do you know Snopes is real?
Yeah, for real.
Because they kind of do
That's
tell
their
you
livelihood?
where they got the information from, and yeah, like where the myth came from in the first place. A lot of the myths are like kind of shoot-offs from old myths that used to spread by Xerox
Right.
around the office.
And they go back and they'll actually find the source of it a lot of times. It could be 1800s or whatever.
Yes.
They do, actually. And
I know.
The founder, Ted Snopes, just felt that there was too many rumors circulating. He liked it.
Of course, he wouldn't like that.
No.
But he dispels a lot of rumor, Ted Snopes.
Yes, but he also confirms things that people might think are...
Yeah, that too. Yeah. He's good at that, Ted.
Yes.
Jordan.
Do you know what my favorite myth to dispel was?
What's that, Ted?
That the abominable snowman was a Seattle Seahawks fan. It was a pack of lies.
How did you dispel that?
I was near his lair, and I saw a Chargers hat.
Well, that would dispel...
Snopes!
Is that your last name?
It's my nickname.
Oh, Ted Snopes.
Yes.
Because you said what your last name was once before.
Yes, but I don't remember.
I didn't either. I was hoping you would.
I'm forgetful.
I was just trying to see if somebody does have it.
Yeah, I'm sure someone does.
Yeah, idiots remember everything. Except that, maybe.
You know what it was? I would say nopes a lot when I was a kid. Like, they would say, hey, you want to go out? Nopes. And they would go, good. Ted's nopes again. And I was just trying to stay.
Ted is a douche.
Ted is a goddamn fool. My name is Ted Scheckler.
Is it Scheckler? No,
It certainly is.
I don't think it was Scheckler.
Well, you think what you want. I'll just spell it.
No one's got it.
Ooh. 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 Also, do we have an update on Howie Mandel? People are asking. Our friend Howie was rushed to the hospital, yesterday? Or earlier this morning? Probably yesterday. Up there in Toronto. And has an irregular heartbeat.
False!
Oh, Ted Snopes.
That's a falsehood. He went to 7-Eleven to buy a hat. Fucking germaphobe.
Ted Snopes would know.
Yes, he would.
Well,
He's like the drudge of celeb rumors and mystique.
Mystique.
Yes.
No one's got that. I can't remember. It's bugging the shit out of me.
It's Scheckler.
Was it?
Ted Scheckler. Yes.
I thought it was something. It was probably some other dumb character's name.
Of the Schenectady Schecklers.
Someone say Marv Gresto?
No, that was the name that Colin gave me on fucking Tough Crowd.
Oh, right.
When I did a sketch with him and Will Ferrell. Will's name was he's the hotshot lawyer. I think his name was Pete Jackson. He gave the worst names. And his
name's P. Jackson.
I didn't know it was like really overacted. And he goes, and this young lawyer, Marv Gresto. And it was me with my hand on my hip. Fucking terrible. Yeah, it was supposed to be like really bad
I used
names.
to love those sketches.
Oh, they were so great.
Were they one-take Ed Wood things?
Fantastic.
Gotta get Colin back in here. Haven't had him on in a while.
Yeah, where's
like when he's on with Voss.
Yeah.
Those two idiots.
All right, we're going to take a quick break.
Sparring.
And continue. Opie and Anthony. Let's go. Come on. I got a great story. As the listeners regroup. So you got to regroup when it's your show, you see? Not that easy.
They suck.
They kind of suck today. I'd like to develop this bit, but so far, not so good. So far, not so good. Giving the show to the listeners. Yes, Jimmy.
Can I ask something I forgot to mention before? Because I got Kenny told me.
No.
You're right.
Teasing, Jimmy. Of course, please mention.
But I don't. I know I've been harping
It's
on
a lottery story,
Sunday's
unlike
show
so
for,
many
Bogata.
others, where chance was
But
followed
now
quickly
that
by
one's not
fate,
sold out.
and grief
But they
gave way to an...
did release certain tickets on Friday, possibly Saturday, because there's casino comps.
It was rude.
What happened?
Nothing happened.
Oh.
You keep going.
Okay. The Bogata sold out Friday, Saturday, but they've released some casino comps. There might be 30 tickets released for Friday, possibly Saturday too.
Yeah.
This is why I hate casino comps, because they release them a couple days before the show.
All right. So you get a nice seat.
Yeah, they are. They're actually really good seats.
Yeah.
I better get one of those.
Well, yeah, you'll get where you
I
want.
ain't paying to see you.
No, don't blame me. Why would you?
I'm kidding.
No one did. I've sold 8 tickets tonight. The rest were casino comps. Listen, funny. 795 casino comps released today. And I'm going to Miami the week after next week.
you.
This coming Wednesday. I'm going to be in the Miami area.
You're a jet setter.
My Uncle Hyman Roth lives down there.
Yes.
Yes.
You could hear him in the audience.
Where do people go these days for your dates there, Jimmy?
Only MySpace, because Eat a Bullet sucks a dick. I'm having it redone.
All right.
Because that fucking Accurate Imaging Company, I asked them to do stuff. I couldn't send out mass emails. It's the horrendous experience I had with them.
Jordan from Pittsburgh. All right, if it's our show, they're calling us out, Anthony.
Yep.
We kind of gave the show to the listeners today, but this guy, he's got a good point. Jordan from Pittsburgh, he's calling us out. He writes, if it's our show truly, I want someone to open hand slap Iraq's man tits just so I can laugh. Now, if we don't do this, that means it's not really the listener's show today.
It's their show. Anybody out there that is even...
We were talking about you.
I know.
All right, well, get on mic. Would you allow somebody to open hand slap your man tits?
I guess so.
It is their show today.
I guess so, for the listeners, yes.
All right. Who wants to do it? Jimmy, can you do it?
Go.
I think a listener.
Wow, I don't know. Well, it is the listener's show. Then you have a listener actually slap Iraq's man tits.
Yeah.
Who would really want to slap your man tits? Who doesn't like you on staff? Would you imagine there, Iraq? Let's be honest.
How about Sam?
Everybody.
Who doesn't like
Hey,
you?
Sam comes in right at the... I'm just walking in.
Nah, he's got the camera. Yeah. Sam, you kind of like Iraq?
Yeah, I pretend not to.
You pretend not to, but you actually like him?
Okay.
Yeah, I know there's some of that does go on. Who doesn't like you on staff, would you imagine, Iraq?
Whose foot have you stepped on?
Probably, lately, probably Poe.
Well, he's not here.
Well, he's not here.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Well, Danny would do it, but Danny's not here either.
Right?
Yeah, Danny would do it in a second.
Now it's getting crazy, the listener show. I want Steve to blow Jimmy. Come on, we're going with this a little bit. But
Jimmy volunteers. I know he'd do it good.
Iraq? Who doesn't like you? Travis? I'd imagine Travis doesn't like you.
You want to do it, Travis? He's coming.
Travis. What, we got like...
I'll do it, but
no offense, but you guys are fucking like not really the biggest, bulkiest guys.
I disagree.
That we can find.
Sam and I are very good looking.
How do you open hand slap man tits, by the way?
Wait, it's like a nature boy chop. I better do this. It's like a Ric Flair chop.
Oh, you know how to do it?
Yeah, I know how to do it. I better do this.
But could E-Rock make it more humiliating and kind of squish them together? I know that's a little different than how the WWE does it, but
So he would squish his man tits together, and then where does the slap actually take place? Is it in the cleavage?
Well,
is it underneath his breast?
He has to hold it from the bottom and push it together.
I think if E-Rock pushes way from the sides to give plenty like this, look,
Yeah, he'll
plenty
have
of room,
huge tits.
Give Sam a nice target, all right?
And then you're hitting the cleavage?
Yeah, you hit the cleavage, and then the goal would be to get like a red handprint.
But then when he lets go, it's going to look like two halves, like one half of a hand and the other half, and it'll be separated by
so that's a little fun.
His chest meat.
Yeah.
We could
Like
write
a Mad
best on one
Magazine
and
thing.
friend on
Yes,
the
like a
other.
Mad Magazine fold-over rear page.
All right? Get up, E-Rock. It is their show today, and this is what they want. Assholes.
Yep.
John from Utah, stop with listener content. We admit we're not as funny.
Finally.
Well, this is good right here. You got E-Rock?
Let's get a little focus.
Fucking
E-Rock's got little 12-year-old boobs.
those big nipples.
They're little bugs.
Oh, my God, E-Rock, yeah.
You got little training bra boobs.
He has budding breasts.
What? Why would that be on?
E-Rock's tits would look like the cover of the Blind Faith album.
That's a reference. Nice. All right. All right. All right. You gotta. Is he doing it right? No. You gotta.
No, I think he's got to go all the way from the side.
He can't squish his boobs together. But they're very man-booby.
How about you just slap without squishing them together? Because can you? Because you can hurt them more that way. No offense, Eric.
No, I think. All
right, Sam. You know what you're doing?
Squish him a little bit.
Oh, you think you should? Hold on. Yeah, I think you should squish them.
Maybe squish them together. Let's see.
What? You squish them together.
Answer squish them. So squish them.
Is there room there?
Can you tape them?
Oh my God, those are boobs, dude. That's hysterical. You got like real boobs.
Yeah. Wait, it is audience participation here. They would rather hear Sam do the motorboat.
That I don't know how to do.
Fair enough.
Hey, the audience is cheering that. I hear them cheering in the background a little bit. What do you say, Sam?
No, because we got to get somebody.
For the radio.
Attaboy, Sam.
For the radio.
Sam's a good kid.
It's not gay if it's for the radio.
Exactly.
Don't
Even
cover
your
up like some fucking
rape victim.
Like or like some stripper between songs.
Yeah.
Like they got some kind of fucking morality.
Yeah. I don't like this song.
Oh, could you eject this? And they cover up.
Yeah.
What
do you say there, E-Rock? Would you let him motorboat you?
I'd rather just take the slap.
E-Rock, when'd you let yourself go? Like, is it the holiday? Was it the holiday thing?
Or life, either one.
No, because he was like, he lost so much weight, and then you just fucked it all up.
Yeah.
It happens.
All right. I say we do the motorboat, Sam.
What if we do the motorboat followed by the slap? That way all the listeners are happy.
Yeah,
Followed by
true.
the slap?
Yeah.
I'll wheel and deal with you. You do a good motorboat. You get to do the karate chop slap thing. Sure.
Excellent.
Why is E-Rock laughing?
He's warming up.
Exactly.
How's it going to sound there, Sam? Let me see your...
Okay.
Way to get the gay out.
I was going to say, just keep telling
Yeah,
yourself,
by the way-
this is not gay. This is not gay. This is not gay. Here goes Sam. He's getting close to E-Rock's man moves.
E-Rock didn't like that.
What's wrong,
It
E-Rock?
scared him. He was frightened.
The vibrations?
He's frightened.
What happened? Did it vibrate a little too much?
It was gross. And wet.
Really?
It was
Well,
wet.
it's another-
Oh, come on.
Fuck, Sam.
I spit a
Another
little.
man.
Exactly.
Jesus.
Just give E-Rock a stage where that bullhead can rage. Come on, champ. He looks like Lamont when they woke him up. He'll do something, man.
Here's the slap. It was the deal we made. E-Rock, you're prepared for this, right?
No, but go
Across
ahead.
his man boobs. Here goes Sam.
Did it hurt?
Can that stop a heart? Maybe we should test drive some of this shit.
Not an open hand.
Oh, wow.
Let's see.
Please tell
Is
me
it
there's a
all
handprint.
red? Wow, I think I see a handprint.
Wait, come under the light. I want to see the handprint.
It's like I'm sunburned.
Holy shit!
Yes,
I can't see it, right?
Look at that handprint.
Show the audience.
It's like hypercolor skin.
Show the audience. Go into the light near the
I
audience.
can't see. You should have done it on the stomach.
No, you can see it.
Oh, there's a fucking light. You want one more?
Hey, Iraq, can you hit one of your stomachs? I can't see it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can see the
You should put it on
handprint.
your stomach.
That's pretty.
Yeah,
cool.
let him do one in his belly.
Well, we know it's actually not our show. It's the listener show.
The listeners are saying they want him to hit him in the belly like that.
Oh, wow, that's rough.
The listeners. Is there any way I can hit him in the face afterwards?
With your dick?
What? You have a handprint. You have a handprint on your chest. How'd that happen?
That's pretty good.
Exactly.
Wasn't looking where I was going.
Why is it warm now?
It's like I'm having a breathing problem.
Don't say that.
No, I'm not. But you know when your lungs get really raw from
Like if
hacking
you're
and
swimming in a
coughing?
pool or something and
Yeah.
you inhale and
Well, it's probably the reaction. You brought up some of that old air when you went, ah!
old air,
And a
old,
sandwich.
old food, yeah.
You ever
And
bring
what?
up-
And
you ever-
what?
And a sandwich.
I heard you.
A lot of people saying the slap was amazing.
That's great.
It was a good sound on the old radio.
Yeah, they liked that one.
It's safe. They do it in wrestling all the time.
All right, let's
Yeah,
say
that's
hi
a
to
big
Tugboat.
wrestling move.
Thank you to Iraq. Thanks to Sam. It was just for the show, Sam. Tugboat.
Hey, guys. Thank you. Good morning. Hey, I'd like to make an observation about fat ladies and spandex.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday, I was at Walmart, and it's about 22 degrees down here in Indiana right now. And this lady was wearing a tube top and spandex that just barely came to her knees, flip-flops, and nothing else. And let me tell you, gentlemen, if I could have taken a picture and sent this to you, it was something to behold. Now, this woman...
I can tell if she's hot or a pig right now, the way he's describing her.
Fat woman.
Oh, he said fat?
She a great big fat person?
Yeah.
350 pounds if she was an ounce.
Frederica Bimmel.
And guys, the
Lippman.
reason I'm a big
Miss
fat
Lippman was in the tub.
so I know.
Oh, is that where she was?
Yeah, I finally figured that out.
Oh, it was
that
Miss-
disgusting mess in the bathroom.
Was it Miss Lippman?
It was Miss Lippman. I'm pretty sure. Miss Lippman.
So you don't like when fat women wear the spandex? What's that?
Well, the thing is, fat people can dress appropriately and not look so
Yeah,
bad.
they wear a pig
But
mask.
This fat lady had ding-dongs, cupcakes, and I think a couple of pies.
Wow.
So, I mean...
A couple of
give me
what?
a break. A couple of
Yeah,
pies.
we heard. Want to steal Jimmy's bits?
That's okay.
It's fun to do.
A couple of pies and she's wearing them as
I hope
earmuffs.
she sits next to one of you
Okay,
guys
squeeze that one in.
class one of these days.
All right, we get you.
Thank you, Tugboat.
By Tugboat.
Tugboat. talking
That's
about
a
fat
big.
people.
That's a big look for the fat broad.
That's easy.
Is the long sweater thing, the spandex. Then the sweater's got to come down mid thigh to cover the world of hurt.
Hey, someone has suggested anyway that Iraq, would you be up for this? Tim in Jersey, you want a great slap? Try a sneaker sole on the stomach. Holy shit, you will read Reebok in reverse. Radio gold, my friends. Would you take a sneaker to the belly?
No.
Would Tank
Why?
hankerous?
You got the perfect silly putty belly though for this.
Silly putty.
worse.
How you feeling, Tank?
Silly duddy.
It's all tingly.
Can we do human silly putty with the Iraq right now?
Yeah, let's see if his
Can we-
belly will pick up a comic strip
Yeah, let's get
on
a
the
comic
newspaper.
You got to moist it just right.
Silly dummy.
Silly dummy.
It's just-
We need a comic.
any
is your
color
favorite
picture.
comic?
Try to get Obama on the front.
I like Ziggy
Ugh.
with his fucking cock nose that hangs over the fence.
Is there a comic in that
I
paper?
have no
Funny
idea.
papers.
I have no idea.
He puts his belly on the funny papers. I hate fucking Blondie.
No one likes Blondie.
Dagwood.
Dennis the Menace.
Oh.
Here's your choice.
That's it?
Dennis the Menace should go to school in Columbine. That's the modern day Dennis the Menace.
Wow,
True menace.
They're really cutting down the comics. You got Garfield, Wizard, Rhymes with Orange, Mallard, Fillmore.
Rhymes with Bunch was my idea. No paper would pick it up. So I featured a different woman every week.
Dennis the Menace or Non Sequitur. Wow, that's it? What about the Daily News? We got to get a bad one. We got to get like a Beetle Bailey or
Steve
something.
Marmaduke.
Yeah, one of those dumb ones. All right, or we could do Argyle's. Wow, I haven't read the comics in a while. I've never heard of half of these.
Okay, I got
Close to Home, The Flying McCoys, Lockhorns.
That's a
That's
classic.
a classic. Marmaduke is in this paper there. Rose is Rose, Gasoline Alley, Get Fuzzy, Dilbert, Curtis.
Right? Does it
Zitz.
matter?
Dilbert. I know.
Just wet it a little bit,
No, this has a lot of dark ink. Let's go with the lock.
and then shove his belly on it.
We'll do a double and Marmaduke. All right, you got to get the belly just
Right.
right.
The Mama Luke with Marmaduke.
A Mama Luke.
Let's get Sam to supervise this. They're calling it silly gutty. Did we use that line?
Silly
No, that's
gutty. All
funny.
right,
Silly
that
gutty's
works.
good?
What's in that spray bottle up there?
Where?
Up there. That clear one there.
Sam, you got to make this work. We're
Is it
using
Raid?
Febreze.
What is it?
We're
Febreze?
using
No, that won't work.
we're using Fatso as a human
Silly gutty.
as human silly putty. Okay.
I love that. That is a good one. Now we got to wet down his belly with something.
Yeah.
A little water.
Yeah. Get that
Evenly
hose.
distribute. Not
It's gotta
soaking
just
wet.
be right.
Just got to be damp.
A little damp.
You know?
Yeah. Don't
Like-
hose them down like when they march them through the Midtown Tunnel.
Like.
You should take the shirt
Yeah.
off. You got to take the shirt off.
I'm all right.
I agree though, because you're just going to interfere with the paper.
Yeah,
Iraq.
it's going to rub off.
I'm not trying to make fun of you.
Just wet enough like you're sweating, like you walked up a step.
Why?
It's just mean.
The shirt should
That's
be
what
off.
implied. These are real fat
Shirt
shit.
should be off.
Shirt's fine. Just do
It
it.
would imply that, wouldn't it?
We got to take the shirt off.
Yeah.
Sam.
Yeah.
Sam
Shirt
says.
should be off.
Take your goddamn shirt
What
off.
part of the belly are we using?
Oh, the handprint's looking good. Let's see. Wow, it's so swollen.
Oh, my wow.
It
It's
looks
raised.
like
It's
African
raised. It looks
branding art.
I was gonna say it looks like a black man's tattoo. Where it's all branding, right?
Wow, Sam,
like
you
a
got
branding.
a perfect hit on him.
Do you got a picture of that? Get under a light.
That hit him perfectly.
Well, I'm surprised you didn't say to help me like The Exorcist.
Turn a little sideways so you can see the raised. Oh my God! Hold on a minute.
Yeah, it's burning.
Wow, that's a good one.
Holy Toledo, are you a chubster?
Oh my! All
Come
right.
here, Rocky. That's pretty cool.
Hold on, Iraq. My.
No, it's not.
All right, Sam. Is his belly moist?
Let me check here.
Not anymore.
Take this picture. All right, let's see.
Wow, you can't see it right.
Oh no, it needs to be more moist.
All right, you got to supervise here. We want to make sure we could turn him into a human silly putty today. Look at that handprint. It's raised.
Silly gutty, remember?
Silly gutty. Sorry, right. Absolutely.
Is it moist enough?
Yeah,
Because he's got a big gut.
Right.
Okay.
All right.
fucking works.
Hey, get on the, hold on, get on the light again. My system was full and I got... Turn this way.
There's only one way to really get the ink to stick to the belly, too.
Oh, my God.
You got to rub.
You got to put it on.
That's what it was with the silly putty. At least it worked with silly putty. You take that and then you rub to the back of the comic.
Mm-hmm.
Get a little more moistness on the belly.
Silly gutty.
Yeah. A little moistness.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
And then, Sam, just make sure you rub.
Get a good one.
Okay. So first you just apply it.
Apply, rub, make sure it's all covered is what the...
And Sam, it's going to be a tough
important thing
job
is.
for you, but you got to rub it in there.
Right.
I know you don't want to do this, but it is for the radio.
Shit. I told him to do that. Like, rub it. Smack him in the belly.
I was just trying to rub
The Iraq, ow, is one of the best screams ever.
The Iraq belt you hard?
Whether it's his armpit hair being ripped out or him being slapped by some bitch or, Sam. You make a great scream there,
Yeah,
Iraq. Let me see the belly one now.
Is there part of the comic on there, too?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, there's the square outline. It ripped. I slapped too
You
hard.
slapped it.
Do you know, I just now realized that the Lockhorns is named because they lock horns.
No, you didn't just realize that.
I swear to you.
See, because you'd have to be a complete retard.
I never understood that meant the Lockhorns.
You know when you lock horns, you're arguing?
Never got that.
What did you
swear to
think? That was just their last name?
Yeah.
All right.
My favorite was Family Circus.
It wasn't really a circus, though.
or a family. That guy was a kidnapper and a pederast. He ran the biggest pedophile site in eastern Sweden. The little lad was always trying to find his way home.
All right, very good. We got one more thing to do here. This is one of my favorite stories of the last few months, right here. Right here, this is what you get. I saved this for this very moment.
It's a lottery story unlike so many others, where chance was followed quickly by fate, and grief gave way to an amazing discovery. That's Charlotte Peters, and that's a golden lottery ticket she almost threw away. Her husband had bought it a couple of months ago, but died of a heart attack that same day, never knowing the ticket was a big winner.
My husband had purchased it on November 1st, and he had a heart attack on November 1st. And
Whoa.
You keep believing in your God.
Why God got the ticket first?
He bought the winning ticket.
And then dropped the same.
Oh.
What are the odds of that?
It'd be fucking 10 to 1.
Where's our math majors out there? What are the odds? Figure out the math on that equation. Winning lottery ticket, dead from a heart attack, same fucking day.
That's unlucky lottery.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this was drawn on the 2nd of December.
His wife didn't know it was a winner either, and put the ticket aside during weeks of mourning until just recently.
I was on the verge of throwing it out, and I was in the grocery store, and I asked to have it checked, and they told me I was a winner. I had no idea how much it was.
She now knows that ticket is worth $10 million. Donald Peters was a retired factory worker and had been playing the lottery regularly for 20 years.
Oh, 20 years. He buys the winning $10 million ticket and drops dead.
He never knew it.
And he never knew. That's the key, because that could cause a heart attack going, holy shit, I won.
Oh.
Could get your ticker going a little too fast, right?
That poor bastard.
That's right. Sam, Smacking Eric is ready if you want to hear it one more time. All right.
One more time.
How amazing is that story right there, though? That's
yeah.
That's a unlucky lottery / sucks to be you / God doesn't like you story.
It's common, though.
There's no God.
I'm a man.
I'm a man like you. My name's Fred.
Pat in Tennessee. Pat.
Good evening.
Good evening, Pat. What's up?
Happy birthday, Jimmy.
Thank you.
I can't wait to see you down there in Miami on the 28th.
No, it's the 20th.
Oh, the 20th? I thought it was Wednesday 20th. Whatever.
Dunce.
Oh. Cunt-face shit dick.
What about getting E-Rock to gargle some of that ass spray?
Nah, that might get him. It might get the spray sick. No, that might get E-Rock sick. We can't do
What's
that.
the worst that could happen? He lose more weight?
E-Rock, would you put a few drops on your tongue if it's safe?
No.
If it's safe.
No.
Of course it's not safe.
How do you know? Let's look at the
Is
packaging.
it safe?
Yes. I'll say for flavored.
They have to have...
No,
Dude,
it's not safe.
a fine...
Very dangerous.
A fine company like Liquid Ass, they would keep it safe.
Of course.
I mean, if you're trading this on, down there on Wall Street, what do you got, Sam, on the Liquid Ass?
I think it's safe. It just says, do not ingest. If accidentally ingested, drink 2 glasses of water. So we'll just get some water.
They would say don't, make sure you, you can do this.
You don't even have to call poison control.
Do 2 drops to your tongue. No. 2 lousy drops. 2 lousy drops. 2 lousy drops.
Or what if you put it on your tongue and then spit it out?
Come on, E-Rock.
I tell you, the tongue may dilute it, though.
I don't mean the drops, sweetheart.
And we'll have water standing by. 2 lousy drops. 2 We finally found something you won't do for the show.
No, I won't do that.
What if he just licks the part that it comes out of?
Ugh.
So just the residue is there.
Sounds hot.
How about if he sprays it on his wrist like perfume and then applies it to his neck?
I don't want to fucking smell any more of this
I
shit.
understand. I don't either, but, we got to give the people something up there. I'm thinking 2 lousy drops.
Nope.
E-Rock.
Not to the mouth.
What?
Not putting that stuff in my
Just
mouth.
like
no.
You stick your tongue out, Sam, drop, that's it. And then we watch you lose your fucking mind.
That'd be great to just put it on your dick and go to a hooker.
It would be better, yeah.
Tell her to give you a head and have her just smelling it.
Dude, he's thinking about it, though. I've known E-Rock long enough to know that he's at least thinking it over in his head.
Why not one lousy drop?
How about one lousy drop? We'll start there.
Because I'm worried about ingesting it. That's the problem.
Well,
we have
don't.
water standing by. Look at the label. Sam, read the label again, please.
Okay, it just says, do not ingest. If accidentally ingested, drink 2 glasses of water.
What if it's purposefully ingested?
That's it. Drink 3 glasses. I don't
And
know.
they probably mean if you take like a shot of it.
Yeah, like
one drop. If you just went drop on your tongue, smush around your mouth, then go spit it out.
Fine.
Oh yeah.
Then you just have the shitty
Dude.
smell in your mouth.
This is a reputable
Called
company.
Any day of the week. I'm kidding. That's not necessary. No offense. I'm taking.
Lousy drop. Always thinking about it. God, I love this kid. I love this
You
kid.
can't say none taken.
I know. I don't know why I can do
Dude,
that.
get the video camera.
I don't trust anyone to
You would
put that in my
I
mouth.
will allow you to do your own drop.
It's got to be
But
safe.
we all will look and go, okay, that was fair.
It's got to be safe. They have
Everyone
a
has
website.
done the eye drop thing, so you pull your tongue out and give yourself a drop. Water standing by, video camera standing by.
Cocks out. Okay, I'm in.
Oh my God! Here he goes. Oh.
All right, Sam is running for the video camera. This will be part of the E-Rock video series. I mean, you did the cinnamon challenge. This is nothing compared to that. They wouldn't possibly have a product where you could, like, you know, have a real medical issue.
Taste.
Hey, get E-Rock plenty of water, and don't take the water away from him. We gotta play this safe.
That's the dropper.
Have those two. Thank you.
Yeah. You want to do it in front of the audience?
Yes. Well, do you think? Hold on, Eric. Do you want to hold the water, or do you want Richard Dreyfuss from Jaws to hold it for you? Hey, Hooper, hold the water.
All right, E-Rock is a real trooper today. E-Rock, they got to see you out there.
Yeah,
We do the visual bits for the people that are.
They're all guys.
We do it for. Oh, he just smelled it. He's not happy.
Is it bad, Eric?
How bad is it? How bad is that?
It smelt worse, but like when you first open it, it's like when you check on a diaper. It's,
All right. You want to do it in front of the crowd, E-Rock?
No, screw them.
Yeah, you got.
Oh, come on.
See, we need the audio,
E-Rock,
sweetie.
come on. Yes.
Yeah, audio.
Your fans are waiting.
Of the crowd going, ooh.
Come on.
wow.
I'll go over there with you. Give me a mic.
Yeah, we'll all
Got a mic
go.
over
Your
there?
whole team thing.
E-Rock.
You just,
I need headphones, though.
yeah.
Head. This asshole go.
All right. E-Rock, everybody. One lousy drop. E-Rock's got the liquid ass.
Liquid ass
Get on the
smells
stage.
so fucking bad.
All right.
Hold on, man.
I don't understand.
Wait. Let some of the audience smell the liquid ass that haven't smelled it yet, just so they understand what the fuck is about to happen here. Who wants to smell this?
No one.
No, they don't have a choice.
They won't put it. Don't put it on anybody.
I'm not. Oh, there's a lady here.
He won't spray it on
Put it
you.
on, you just smell it.
Yeah, this stuff is really, really rancid. All right, E-Rock.
You just get my way, Butcher. I'm not. No, it's okay. Not yet. It's when Sweetie Pie fucking mopes back in.
I have no idea where the camera is.
All right, E-Rock.
What are we working on?
A nice drop to the tongue.
Oh, it's bubbling.
E-Rock. It's got to be a good one, too. All right, pull your tongue out. Like, hold your tongue. No, hold it.
Exactly.
Hold it.
Come on,
Pull the tongue out. All right. Jimmy, is he doing it?
Tell me when I'm over my tongue.
Well, you can't figure that out.
One lousy drop to the tongue, E-Rock. It has entered.
taste.
He's not happy. He's not happy. Where'd he go? His face is beet red. Holy shit. He didn't swallow it, did he? He just puked all over the place.
Oh, I hate this.
Holy shit. Oh, my God. He's redder than the cinnamon challenge. For the people that linger longer with
That
us.
was one drop.
He's puking all over. Oh, God. Heavy rock. Oh, holy shit.
I'm all wet.
You all right?
Yeah.
Is the taste still in your mouth?
He boofed so bad.
Is the taste still in your mouth?
Dude, what was it that really got you to puke like that and freak out? The taste or the smell in your nose?
Is it unpleasant? Yes. I pulled my tongue in too fast, and it hit, I guess, the rest of the saliva that's in my mouth. And then I smelt it, and I lost it.
Oh, is that fantastic? Try drinking some more water.
One more drop.
Swallow water.
For the audience, it's like watching Shamu. Only smaller. Oh, bigger shit. Oh, God, I suck. I blew that joke.
You were right there with Radio Gold.
I had a good tag and everything.
Holy smoke.
I fucked it up. Of course he's smaller. I suck.
It's like watching Shamu, only it's a person, not a whale.
Boo. Oh, did I suck?
Let's hear it for E-Rock.
Holy
God damn, E-Rock. God damn.
Had a 50-50 shot of getting that right.
Oh, my God.
I fucked it up, only smaller.
Nice, E-Rock.
Good joke. My tag was fucking right into the wall. They suck. Shit.
Oh, that made me happy. Holy shit.
Oh.
Holy
Let me drink this water. It's like the ocean, only smaller. What a complete dick bag.
It was, after that came out, it's unsalvageable because there's no way I meant bigger.
I know.
We know.
I know. Everyone knew what I meant.
Oh, that's fucking
dummy
hilarious.
I am.
E-Rock, how's it?
Perhaps smaller.
Perhaps smaller than the whale.
E-Rock, how's it feel?
Oh, great.
Yeah?
Yeah, there's no taste in my mouth, but other than that, it's fine.
You still got the taste of shit in your mouth?
No, it's gone, but I can't taste anything else either.
Really? Jesus Christ.
Oh, boo.
Oh my God.
All right. Let's say hi to Footer. Footer.
Yo, what's up, guys? Hey, I'm sure because Eric's dumpster gums and that shit both together, he probably comes out smelling like Scope right now. Some weird fucking thing will happen. And then second point is...
Number second point?
Wow. Fucking retards, hey.
Number second point.
Number second.
Wow.
Wow. If I try being literal like Anthony, that'll be a little more funny. Check it out. Listen to this. You guys just got through the whole Danny thing. Yeah. And now, once again, you self-destructive assholes. Eric's going to die. You're going to get fired.
Fuck no, man. We did our research. We read the label.
Nah, he's fine. Look at him.
We read the label. They would have like one of those poison things on the fucking product.
They should put that on every bit of food in his fridge.
There you go. Huh? You don't have to sell me on.
All right, Footer. Thank you, buddy. All right.
Yes, that's accurate.
Of course it's accurate. He's supposedly a human being. Well, most people would find a human smaller than a whale.
Exactly. Tor Johnson, he put a little liquid shit on his tongue and vomited.
God damn.
Let's say hi to John in Jersey. John.
Hey, what's going on, boys? Happy birthday, Jimmy.
Thank you.
I was wondering if anybody caught the reaction of the liquid ass as it hit his tongue. It must have been horrible.
That's just mean-spirited.
Poor drop of liquid ass having to go into that open fucking canyon of Iraq mouth. Ugh.
Does your mouth still stink?
I don't know. Check.
You know what? Someone should check, though.
Yeah, someone should
Sam
check.
should check
Yeah, I think
because...
Sam is perfect for the job.
Sammykins?
Oh, new viral video. One guy, one drop. Barrett from Pittsburgh.
Yes.
That's going to make a good video, man. That's a good one right there.
Sam, you got to smell Iraq's breath.
Now, don't give him a big whiff, Iraq, because it might be still have that stuff on it.
That was one fucking drop, by the way. It was
One
just
drop.
one lousy drop. We're doing something tomorrow with David and that stuff.
Yeah.
Not yet, Iraq.
And we're
Again? Oh, Jesus.
Well, no, we're going to do the big one where he goes and gets shoes. That's going to be the really good one.
Oh, no, what? You put it on his feet?
His old sneakers.
And then you go to a shoe store.
And on his,
That's funny.
Oh, that's funny. Okay. That's
and on
a
his
good one.
socks and stuff, yeah.
Oh, fuck.
We're going to douse him good, and then...
Oh, that's nasty.
I'll buy him new sneakers. I don't give a shit.
Okay.
Well, when does that happen? Friday, maybe?
The shoe thing?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, we'll try for Friday. Oh, no, we need you, and you might be somewhere.
Maybe Monday.
Speculate.
Oh, that's funny.
All right, smell Iraq's breath. We got to get out of here.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
What happened?
I've never seen Sam react like that.
I don't think you got it right.
I agree, Iraq.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
get a
yeah.
good whiff.
Yeah, get it? Get on mic, Sam. Sam, you all right? What does it smell like? Besides the obvious.
Well, it smells like a mixture of David and Iraq's breath. Like stale chicken salad sandwiches and shit spray.
It's bad?
Oh. Yeah, it's bad.
As opposed to good?
Just stale. And liquidy. And,
Yeah, and then
and assy.
Yeah.
Did you get a good breathe on there? You did a good one, right? Okay.
The gag reflex is still kicking in.
Because you have to realize he slapped Iraq twice, and Iraq did the tongue
It's only
thing.
fair, Sam.
So I think it's got to come in
third.
3 seconds. Yeah, I think it's
That's
fair.
fair. I think so.
That makes sense.
We're going, Iraq. It's instant.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Mm-mm.
No?
No, he's got bad breath. Really, really bad breath.
He's got an excuse now, though.
That's funny, man.
All right.
It's so funny just to watch somebody retch.
I know. Why is that
There's nothing
hysterical?
funnier than watching like. Oh, by the way, tomorrow we may have a good friend coming in. Oh yeah, Bob Kelly promoting some shows tomorrow.
Yes.
Make sure we don't get any of those drops near him.
Wow, that would be a good one. If we can maybe get a little... Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
We've done enough damage for one day.
Yes, we did.
Nice studio audience today. Thank you, guys.
Yes.
And we're building us a new studio as we speak, so this live audience thing, unfortunately, is going to go away in about a month, maybe less. So come see the show live. I don't know the next time we'll be able to do like shows in front of people. All right. That's it.
Good job.
All right. We'll join you again.
You know what? E-Rock takes a lot of abuse on the show, but that fucking guy has never said no. Have you said no to anything? Think.
Yes.
I don't think
Aside
so.
from
Besides self-control.
exactly.
Guy
I
is
said no to
never-
everything. Food. Oh, wait.
People
Exactly.
talk about the Pat Duffy videos, but E-Rocks are right the fuck up there, man.
Yeah.
That Cinnamon Challenge is still insane to watch. Insane.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
Babe. Babe. Babe.
that